Boom. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the GV stream. Hello, hello, hello. Well, we should be live currently. We're just going to be guiding Bloodborne, basically. Yeah, so Tarnished Edition. Big shout out to Desu, who's like the best mod ever. Because Desu always tells me things that I'm like, how am I out of the loop on this? And then we end up doing those things sometimes, and then they end up being great projects. So, yeah, basically, Tarnished Edition is coming out for the Nintendo Switch sometime this year. I would love to guide Elden Ring all the way through. I really wanted to do that today, but I figured it'd be better to wait for Tarnished Edition. I don't think there's even going to be any changes with the bosses or anything. But I figured, well, I'll buy it for the Switch too when it comes out. That way I'm playing Tarnished Edition. That way we can go through and guide everything. So then I was like, well, the other one I really want to do is Bloodborne. Go through the whole thing, make new guides, because the Dark Souls 1 new guides playlist actually did pretty well. So I want to do the same thing. It's fun to kind of like catalog a game and guide everything for it. And current games that I, like new games that come out that I want to guide just don't end up really... There's so many times where they're just like really underwhelming. Code Vein 2 being the most recent example where a lot of the bosses are just repeats and stuff, and I'm just like, ugh. I'd rather just guide the classics then until there's something that comes out that I'm like just knowing it's going to be amazing. So anyways, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a full playthrough of Bloodborne, basically whenever I feel like it pretty much, until we build up to a schedule. And then, yeah, we'll guide pretty much all the bosses in the game, and then basically anything else that requires a guide. And I would love to do this again for Elden Ring, and for all the other stuff, the classics. And then any new game that comes out that I feel like would be good to guide as well. But currently, there's not much on the horizon. Neo 3 would have been better than Code Vein 2, but I just Neo and I have a very love-hate relationship. So that's the plan. What's up, Charles? Or Charl? Visser? Charl? What's up? What's up? Fear resides within us, which is a sick name. Yeah, this is one of, if not my favorite FromSoft games. It's really kind of shot up over time to being one of my favorites, honestly. It always was, but like, I think I've appreciated it more and more, basically. What's up, Liquid? Welcome in. What's up, Colt? Bloodborne, shouldn't it be a lantern? Yeah, if I thought of it, I could have maybe added a lantern instead for the starting soon screen. Doing well. Day's going well. Basically just did a bunch of voice acting stuff. Really happy. I'm working on a cyberpunk type of project right now, and I love the character that I just did this morning. It was such a fun character, so just finished that up. Yeah, and then got some McDonald's breakfast, which I love their steak, egg, and cheese McGriddles. So good. Dun, dun. Your last Elden Ring run. I don't remember, honestly. That was during the era of a lot of started and stopped playthroughs. I was enjoying it. I think a lot of the time, especially during that era, I just really got under... What's the word? I got, you know, if a lot of people didn't really watch the series, I would just kind of lose interest, because I think ultimately I'm just an entertainer at heart, and I don't really have an audience. It's just not nearly as fun. That being said, I obviously should have just finished it, but I don't remember. I remember really enjoying it, though. The Twin Blade Intelligence build or whatever. That was a lot of fun. What's up, Puchiha? Welcome in. My Unk Tar Heels 1. Nice. I know sports. It's a little spooky, but it's more atmospheric than, like, outright scary, I would say. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. This is on PS5, but I own the physical Bloodborne PS4 disc, which is what I'm playing. Basically. Sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin. Honestly, whatever it is from McDonald's, I'll enjoy it. As far as breakfast goes, I just love their McGriddles. And their new breakfast steak, I don't know how new it is, but like the steak as opposed to like the other meats, freaking delicious. You can tell it's low quality, but man, they just put those grilled onions on. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, let's do it, ladies and gents. So basically, yeah, how this will work. We're just going to do basically a normal playthrough of Bloodborne. However, whenever there's something that's guidable, I'm just going to practice it until I'm really, really good at it, like we did with Liza P, because the Liza P guides really resonated with people. And then we'll just practice it to where I'm super good, and then I can confidently do it like in the moment, I think. Because for whatever reason, people seem to really love the in the moment guides as opposed to like record it and then commentate afterwards. I think it's because it just shows a confidence of like, hey, I can do this, you know, in the moment, as opposed to like post. We're gonna go offline just so people don't mess with me through invading and stuff. Just kind of is annoying when that happens. I don't think you need to be online for anything in this, right? I don't think so. So system controls, camera sensitivity, auto target switch, camera auto adjust, controller vibration. God, how is there still not a thing to turn off those motion control gestures? Biggest negative of this game. Music. Things are pretty low here. Let's go maybe to 5. Sound effect to 5. Voice to 9. We'll try that. Let me know if it's too low or anything like that. Brightness should be fine. Network should be fine. Language should be fine. Okay. New game. It might jump right into a cutscene. I forget. Let's see. I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Pablo.
Pale blood.
Pablo. Yes, I know some of these words.
Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
A contract, you say? But how? The hash browns are bananas. The hash browns are good. They're not like they used to be, though. They're like thicker now. They're different. I still like them, but they definitely changed the recipe or something recently, I've noticed. I don't know about recently, but at some point. What should we call this guy? Let's call him something like Virgil, because he's like a guide. We're guiding with him. So maybe just like Verge. Ooh, I kind of like that. Like that. Do we want to put like some special spelling on it? Verge? Verge? I like Verge. Verge sounds cool. It's like Virgil in Dante's Inferno. Little reference there because he was a guide, right, for Dante. Gender, male, age, mature or aged. I mean, he would be mature if he's a guide, I guess, right? Origin. Do we just want to go waste of skin? Is that going to mess me up at all? I don't think so. It doesn't really matter. In Bloodborne, it's kind of different, like, what you start with. Although everything's level 10 except for waste of skin, which is level 4. Which is basically the depraved or the deprived from the Dark Souls games. Let's go that. And then appearance. I think I have favorites, don't I? Yeah, do I have a cool one? Oh, here we go. Oh, that guy looks cool. No, the beard's kind of cool. Maybe we'll adjust this guy. I like this guy. Discard present, yeah. Load that guy. And then let's adjust some stuff. Age, voice, young voice. Yeah, I guess mature. None of them really fit exactly what I want, but that's all right. Yeah, what's up, Danka Wanka? Welcome in. What's up, Emily? Welcome in as well. Atmosphere and all the Lovecraftian stuff. Can't wait to see the playthrough. Yeah, I mean, FromSoft games are so easily replayable, and for me, it's like finally time to play this again. But also, I'm just really wanting to guide something with any extra time that I have. And we kind of did all the grindy stuff for Oblivion. I would continue to do more Oblivion, but we kind of did everything I wanted to do really quickly, honestly. But yeah, I love this game. This game, basically, every time I play it, I enjoy it more and more and more. Scale adjustment. What? Oh, this. That's fine. Base skin color. I like to make Bloodborne people super pale because it makes sense. Pale blood, but also just, you know, it's vampiric. It's Victorian, you know, that sort of thing. Face details, face presets. Similar face, maybe? That would be good just to switch it up. Maybe there's one that's kind of... Yeah, that one's a little more stern. I like that. Do I want to change anything? I really like the design of this guy. The only thing is maybe the nose shape. Face shape. Nose. Nostrils. Nostril slant. Nostril size maybe a little bit smaller. That's a huge nose. Yeah, there we go. Make it a little more gaunt appearing. Nostril width is wide. Yeah, maybe a little bit more narrow. I just want it small. That nose bridge is like insane. What's nasal? Is that the bridge? Because that bridge is so long. Cheeks are good. Lips, mouth, chin, and jaw. I think that's all good. Skin color, makeup, hair, facial hair. Do I want to change? Maybe I make him not have a beard. Or maybe a different type of beard. That might be a good thing to go for. Want to play one of these, but I know my blood pressure would not love these games, especially because I'm the type with video games where I'll slam my head against the wall until I beat something. Welcome to the club! Yeah, that's probably why I love these games, but also they have been difficult for me in the past because certain things... It's the type of thing where, like, I've played games my whole life, so I like to think, I'm good at games, but then certain stuff like this... Although, I'm pretty used to Bloodborne by this point, but, like, when you first play them, it doesn't really matter how much you've played video games before. You have to adapt to this style of game. It's kind of, like, entirely different. God, he's got very big cheeks. We gotta hide that with some facial hair. Yeah, let's go for that one. I like that. And do we want to change the color of the hair? No, that's good, I think. It looks like we gave him a scar, too. That's fine. Pupils, tattoo marks, and glasses. Oh, yeah, let's change the pupils. Color of pupils. Let's do, I think, like a red. That would be good. How does this work? Huh? It's like having me select it, but it's not. Ooh, let's also give him massive pupils, too, if we can. These kind of all look so similar. Okay, that one. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Oh, so it's all the way up. Okay, yeah, I want to make them like blood red, ideally. It's got to be a way to, yeah, change by 10. There we go. Okay, so let's jack this all the way down. Ooh, what beautiful magenta eyes. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, blood red. Oh, look at that. That shines so well. Perfect. Okay. No, I hate... Every time you play a video game, you always have to wonder if it's going to reset it or not. It's so annoying. And this one does. May lead me to an insane asylum. I will say I've been meditating lately, and that helps out quite a bit. You don't get as... Meditation in general, I think, just helps you to not be so attached to things. So hopefully that meditation carries over into this playthrough. Although, like I said, I've played a lot of Bloodborne. It's not something that's going to be, like, insanely aggravating for me, I don't think. Also, face details. I want to make his cheek... His cheeks are, like, way too big. Face shape, cheeks. Cheekbone height. This needs to be higher. And then cheekbone width probably needs to be higher because his cheeks are just too rounded. Currently. Cheekbone protrusion. Cheek thickness. Yeah, there we go. These need to be thin. Boy's got some big cheeks. Gotta make him look a little gaunt. There we go. Perfect. It's just that nose, but whatever. That's fine. All right, then we got to make sure to save as a favorite. Save to favorites. Let's put him on the last slot. Beautiful. And then here we go. Let's do it. Bum, bum. I forget if it loads you right in. I was depending on the FromSoft games, so different. Bum, 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 bum. Which is the easiest for a first-timer.
Good. All signed and sealed.
Deliver, I'm yours.
Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
What you laughing at, boy? I'll answer that question in a second, Puchiha. Sign, seal, deliver. I'm yours. Oh boy, I sure hope some horrible monster doesn't appear here. what are they doing? Like resurrecting us? Because those guys are good. They're called messengers.
You found yourself a hunter.
Oh, here we go. That explains it. Yeah, those dudes are good. Little vagina faces. Yosefka's Clinic, one of my favorite names to say. I-O, it's not a thing you get to pronounce all the time. Okay, system... Is there no audio? Controls, environment, brightness, network, exit... You have to literally... I think this happens every single time I play this game. Oh, no, it's an environment. Okay. So let's go down to that. If it's too low, let me know in the comments, or let me know in the chat, and I'll adjust it. I just want to make sure my voice carries through, especially because we'll be guiding, you know. Dude, does not open from this side. And yeah, this might just be 100% playthrough just because we're going to have to do most of the stuff to guide all the bosses anyways. So it'll be good just to basically explore everything. It's been long enough for me to want to do it as well. Which one is the easiest for a first-timer? So if you're going to play Dark Souls for the first time, or the Soulsborne series in general, Dark Souls 1's a little clunky. You can start with it if you go with Remastered, I would say. It's a little bit... It's pretty much the same. It just looks nicer. So you can start with Dark Souls Remastered. Dark Souls 3, you can definitely just jump right in. I would not start with Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is very much a weird one. So I would say 1, if you like really want to start from the beginning, even though the beginning is Demon Souls. So actually, if you have a PS5, and if you have the Demon Souls remake, I would say that's good. But otherwise, if you want to be like a purist and start with the first one, I would say, oh my god, I would say Dark Souls 1. However, Dark Souls 3, you can basically just jump right into it. Okay, I need to get behind him here, or he's gonna kill me. Dark Souls 3, you can jump right into it. Bloodborne also is good, but you need a PS4 or PS5. Elden Ring is also good. I would say if you want to just start, like, basically... These tables are messing me up. If you want to start basically, like, you know, in the present, Elden Ring also works. There we go. Beautiful. It's a point of pride to not die to this thing at the very beginning for me. Basically, yeah, if you hold the R2... And when I say R2, I mean the right trigger. If I say R1, I mean the right bumper. But when you hold R2 in this game... You do a visceral attack, and then if you hit somebody in the back with that, you will basically trigger a stagger. It's kind of different. In the other games, you just have to hit an R1 to do a backstab, but in this game, you have to hold the R2 and do a charged attack, basically. In order to make that happen. In order to make that happen. You passed your physical failure. We're so physically strong. I know there was like a skip that was found somewhat recently, like within the past 3 years, where basically you could get grabbed and pulled through this gate for speed runs. Oh man, I am so like not used to this. I'm gonna have to get good at the controls again. Central Yarnum, Blood Vial. I'm clicking in the left stick to sprint. I am out of practice. Because it is, of course, hold circle to sprint. Hello! Now, we don't have a weapon, so basically what we want to do is get to the lamp as quickly as possible. So let's grab that. Let's pull this. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Okay, we only have our hands right now. I think there's one more item back here. Yep. But now we got 3 dudes on us. Excuse me. Just trying to get past. Don't mind me. I'll be climbing this ladder now. Goodbye. Thanks for playing. Goodbye. So that Screech right there is our very first boss, which is an optional boss, funnily enough. Let's talk to this guy. We'll go through all the dialogue, too.
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert. Hmm?
Okay, hold on. You're kind of ruining this, dude. There we go. Need to listen to the dialogue, man. Oh my god, is there still more? Okay. You gotta watch out. Alright. You were saying?
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yarnum has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good.
Well, I can get entertainment from it. That would be a good thing.
Pale blood, you say? Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yarnam lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood. Or so they say. Yarnamites don't share much with outsiders. Normally they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance.
Gotcha.
Across the valley to the east of Yarn, deep within, that's your best.
Yeah, I remember this guy having tons and tons and tons of dialogue.
Across the valley to deep,
As usual, it's my rule to basically exhaust all the dialogue like 3 times.
Across deep,
because every now and then, not randomly, but every now and then, they will say one more thing after you talk to them like 2 or 3 more times. Okay, so typically most people die, especially to that werewolf. However, if you make it at this point, I think this is where you access the Hunter's Dream, the base world, or like your home base. This lamp now transports you back to the Hunter's Dream. Upon death, you will awaken at this lamp. Return to the Hunter's Dream. Yes, because we need a weapon. We ain't got no weapon. We ain't got no weapon. We just have our hands in a dream. That's about it. Bum, bum. And what's weird is, like, I think if you die, she talks to you immediately. But then if you don't die, you basically have to figure this out for yourself. What? No, because I think if you die, you get insight. There's something weird with that. The value to the top right under our blood echoes, which is this game's souls, is insight, which kind of changes what you can see and discern in the world. An abandoned doll. Okay. So, accept gift from messengers. The messengers offer you a trick weapon. Choose one. Trick weapons are wielded with the right hand and employed in beast hunting. So, this is the weapon system in Bloodborne. It's super cool. I love it so much. There's far less weapons, but they all have trick modes, basically. So, saw, cleaver, hunter axe, threaded cane. This being a guided playthrough, I want it to be as, you know, helpful to people as possible. Meaning, something that people would normally use, basically. The hunter's axe is a little less common. The threaded cane is probably the least common. Saw cleaver is considered the best weapon in the entire game, or at least that was a meme because it was so good. So I think we'll go saw cleaver. Yeah. So we'll take that, and then we've got a gun as well. The messengers offer you a firearm. Choose one. Firearms are wielded with the left hand and employed in beast hunting. So we got the shotgun and the pistol. I think the pistol beats out the blunderbuss in every way, shape, and form. So we're going to go for the pistol there. A notebook received from the messengers. Leave messages with these loyal servants to share them with hunters in other worlds. That's for, like, online play, I do believe. And we got this guy in the wheelchair.
Aha! You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the Hunter's Dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gairman, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
Okay.
This was once a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find.
Even the doll?
Even the doll, should it please you.
One of the most creepiest, if not the creepiest lines in any FromSoft game ever uttered by any character.
This was once a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find. Even the doll.
Gotcha.
This was a work you'll even.
Okay, one more.
This was a work you'll even.
Okay, so he acts as sort of like a little guide there, and that's all safe for now. There's like 50 million things to do in here, but we are not going to be able to really interact with anything just yet. To escape this dreadful hunter's dream, halt the source of the spreading scourge of beasts, let the night carry on forever. Which at this time, I don't think we know what the source of the beasts are. I don't think we really have much information as typical in a From Software game. You can buy things with insight here, which again is that eye icon under the top left or the top right thing. And then over here there's something too, but we're not really going to be able to interact. We're not going to be able to interact with it, really. So let's use the headstones, which you use to fast travel. Awaken at selected location in Yarnum. First floor, sick room, or central. I think, actually, if you go back here, isn't there an interaction? I think there is. Even though the last thing we left off was the other one. The other locale. Yeah, because if we come back here where we started, in Yosefka's clinic, then we go up here.
Are you out on the hunt? Then I'm very sorry, but I cannot open this door. I am Yosefka. The patients here in my clinic must not be exposed to infection. I know that you hunt for us, for our town, but I'm sorry. Please, this is all that I can do.
And it's quite good. Yosefka's blood vial, which heals you no matter how much HP you have. You could have like 50 billion HP and it would still heal all of it.
Now, go. And good hunting.
Thank you.
Are you still in need of something? But I have nothing more to offer. Please, try to understand my position. I can only pray for a fruitful hunt.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm just seeing if you can do anything for me at all.
Are you still in need of something? But I have nothing more to offer. Please, try to understand my position. I can only pray for a fruitful hunt.
Oh my God, I was saying you probably can't see anything, but you can actually see her on the left there. Yeah, she's moving right there. I never even realized you could see her.
Are you still in need of something? But I can...
No, I'm good. Just wanted to get your blood.
Are you I can...
That's all. Thank you. Okay, now I don't think there's anything else to do from here, so we should probably warp back and then go to the next area, or we could just fight our way through again. I don't think it really matters, though. So let's head back. What's up, Craig? Have a good day at work, my guy. So let's go back here. And then we're going to go to Central Yarnum, which is the lamp that we left off on. Okay, let's see if this guy says anything new.
Across the valley, I have that.
Okay, he still says the same thing. So then let's also make sure that we have our weapons equipped. That would be a good idea. We're going to put the saw cleaver on and the hunter pistol. Notice you have 4 slots, so you can basically have 2 different weapon loadouts. Let's grab both of those. And I really got to de-rust here because it's been too long. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh my god! Oh! Oh no! Bap, bap. Yeah, look at that. I mean, just a one-shot kill already. By the way, we started at level 4 compared to the other classes that started at level 10. Which is why I think people think the saw cleaver is so very good. Yeah. Yeah. How did you hit me at the exact same time that I hit you? Ludicrous. Yeah. So yeah, basically how Bloodborne combat works, it's got a little bunch of quirks compared to typical Souls combat. Feels very similar. Oh my god. Okay. You'll notice when we take a hit from somebody, our HP turns orange. And basically what that means is if we keep attacking while our HP is orange, then we will rally HP back. Bloodborne basically is all about aggression. There's not really a way to play defensively. I mean, you can, but it's not really designed that way. There's like 2 shields in the entire game, and I think they both like do not work as typical shields pretty much. So yeah, it's basically like the whole game is designed around aggression. So they added a rally effect where you can keep attacking to heal back, which is actually pretty important. So let's open this. It's a little bit of a shortcut back to where we started. And now this guy over here is always a massive pain, but we can parry him if we're smart. Oh! Oof, that was a terrible roll. Okay, let's back up a little bit. Also, healing in this game is different than typical Souls 2. You have to press triangle to do... Yeah, there we go. No, it didn't trigger the... Oh my god! You killed me, like, on the side, too. Yeah, this is something I'm gonna have to, like, get better at, is, basically when you trigger a parry, it's so, like, in your head to just immediately dash afterwards, but you need to, like, trigger the stagger. And especially, like, when you're jumping back into it, it's so easy to just trigger the stagger and then not actually follow up on it because you're too jumpy, basically. So rest in peace. Okay. Let's try that again. That guy, it's like literally a 50-50 whether he's going to kill me at the start of every playthrough or not. Boo, boo, boo. Yo, what's up, Kodami? Welcome in. Oh, man, it's so good. I love this game. I remember back in the early days of the stream on Twitch, I was wanting to get a PS4. Everybody said I needed to play Bloodborne and, like, Uncharted and Until Dawn and all these PS exclusives. And I was so glad once I finally did buy the PS4. Okay, so let's get rid of this guy. Now notice this guy here's got glowing eyes, which means he has our blood echoes. Sometimes it just goes to random people. I don't know why it goes to that guy. So instead of picking up our blood echoes from the guy that killed us, for whatever reason, it's in that guy instead. Okay, now we gotta kill this guy. So yeah, this guy is super scary, but the thing is, if you time your parries correctly, like that right there, oh my god, that stupid wheelbarrow, then you can basically deal massive damage to him. So you pretty much have to time your gunshots to parry him. Okay, you can also do a big, giant power attack while people are getting back up. Bap, 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 bap. God, he was blocking. So yeah, parrying in Bloodborne works differently, where you need to hit the L2 to shoot your gun at the exact right time. So this guy, even though he's super scary and hits really hard, if you time it correctly, as you can see, you can basically just super duper punish him. So he's not as scary as he would seem. Is how that works. Okay, so then there's still that place up there. This whole beginning area is like so confusing to explore. There's like 100,000 different things you can do. Let's go over here. So, by the way, any little red lantern like this usually denotes an NPC. Most of them don't really matter that much, but sometimes they do. So let's talk to this person.
Laziov, comment? Who'd open their door on a night of a hunt? Away with you. Now!
I will not being away, sir. Give me the lore.
Lousy off-comer. Who'd open their door on a night of a hunt? Away with you. Now!
Okay, and I gotta do one more, just for my own OCD.
Lousy off-comer. Away.
Okay, fine. I don't want to be your friend anyway. Whatever. So yeah, you can parry pretty much everybody. However, you only have bullets. You have a certain amount of bullets. God, relax. So if you see in the top left, we have 9 Quicksilver bullets left. So bullets are actually massively important in Bloodborne, not because they deal a ton of damage. They can, but typically just because you can use them as parries. And parries will actually make extremely short work of bosses if you do it correctly. So you don't really want to be wasting it on little nobodies like this guy here, for instance. He doesn't really matter all that much. Now, was this the second door, or was this the guy that said lousy off-comer?
Lousy. Away.
Yeah, okay. So then let's go up here. And then we've got another red door. Or another lantern denoting another NPC here.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
No. Tell me things.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
But you could want something to do with me. We could have a fun time and be best of friends forever and ever and always.
Are you that? Well, trot it.
Okay, fine. Whatever. I don't need to be your friend anyway. It's no big deal. Okay, so then we were up there, and there's like another path to... I'm trying to remember where that goes to. I think it does connect eventually. Hello. A lot of guys will blend into the scenery, so you got to be careful because you won't realize you're triggering somebody. Also, look at this. There's like 50,000 people up here at the square where they're burning a werewolf because there's basically like the lore is that there's just a hunt going on right now. And so they don't like beasts, even though I think everybody is a beast, pretty much. Yeah! Right, we gotta be careful here because there's people with guns, too, that'll mess you up. Not because of the damage, but mainly because it'll interrupt you and then get you killed. Now, the thing about Bloodborne that is freaking awesome is that all the weapons, pretty much, have 2 modes, which I originally did not like that much because I was coming from Dark Souls. Oh, you little punk. Does a shove do that much damage to me? You're shoving me. Hi-ya! So, yeah, it's honestly the coolest thing about Bloodborne, bar none, is that basically the saw cleaver we're using, if you tap L1, it's got the default mode, very quick, rapid strikes, but up close with not much range. And then if you tap L1 again, now it's like a longer-ranged, heavier weapon. So, it's super sick. And some weapons have just really, really, really awesome... Some weapons have super duper awesome transformations. So that's what I love about this game. The saw cleaver is basically just a pretty standard example of that. Grab you. Bloodstone shards are the upgrade material. Much like Titanite in the Dark Souls series. Okay. What's up, Saltine? Welcome in. Going well. Whoa! Just trying not to get hit. I'm so tempted to, like, tap L1. God, what have I been playing with the parries recently? Oh, I think Code Vein 2. Yeah, my brain's like, tap L1 to parry. But nope. That just transforms our weapon. Does not parry. Hello. Whoop. L2 does parry. But we want to save that, basically. For the big boys. For either the big scary enemies or for the bosses. Pretty much. How's the gym? Gym has been great. Still have not missed a single workout since starting back, probably like 1 to 2 years ago at this point. It's been a source of constant mental and physical strength for me. And I love going oh so much. In fact, today's a day where I don't go, however I want to go. And I might even do a bonus workout. I've actually wanted to up it from 3 to 4 days a week with maybe like a supplementary workout like abs and more cardio. So we'll see after the stream is over if I do that. Hi, yeah, whoop! We're gonna dodge the bullet. The other bullet got me. Let's get out of here because we're a little bit low and tap triangle to heal. That's the other thing in this game, is that heals are one use. It's kind of a point of contention. It's really weird. Because basically in Dark Souls, you have an Estus flask. But basically you have a certain amount of charges until you run out, and then they restock at the checkpoints. However, in Bloodborne, you have to use blood vials, and once you use it, it's gone forever. So it's actually really annoying, because if you get stuck on a boss, that means you have to grind for blood vials. That could be super duper duper annoying, basically. But, yeah, if you're playing decently well, it's not as big of a problem. Oh my god. Barely even saw that. This square right here has literally a never-ending amount of enemies. Like, it's literally like 20 or 30. It's crazy. Okay, I think we finally cleared everybody out. Let's make sure to grab all these items. There's one guy up there, too. Yo, what's up, dude? Oh, I'm better off dead? What did you say, better off Ted? That one show that people like. Okay, let's grab this. Now, where we need to go is up through there, but I feel like there's one passage we're missing. So, let's go back this way. I think if we go back to that lamp, I think there was one more zone, if I remember correctly, and I don't think we can get this item over here as well. Oh yeah, is there a secret back here? No, that's in the other zone. Ba 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 da ba ba ba. Ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba ba. Ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba ba. Ba-boo, ba-da-doo-da-doo. Where am I? Okay, this goes back to the lamp, right? Where Gilbert is. And then the path I was talking about was this, which does not open from that side, so that's a huge waste of time. Oh, well. We can actually... No, because you need insight to be able to level up. Yeah, that's what makes this so annoying, is that the first boss, you can't really level up before you fight it. You can, but you basically have to overexplore and then come back to it. Because you have to be able to get an item that you can pop for insight. Because basically, until you die, you're not going to be able to talk to the doll, and the doll lets you level up. What's this? So it's kind of a really annoying thing. If you can beat the first optional boss without leveling up, it's really good to do it. Which I think we're going to try to do. But it is a bit annoying. There's a hidden drop-off here, too. I always forget if we want to do that or not. Because basically there's a sewer section. If you go through the sewer section, you can find like a madman's knowledge. You pop it, it gives you insight. Then if you go back, since you have insight, you can see the doll. Then you can level up. Then you can fight the boss. But it's a bit of like over-exploring. So I think we're just going to try to do it without that. Also another red lantern. Let's talk to this lady.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, stuck outside on a night of the hunt. Oh, you poor thing.
I mean, there's no need to be rude. Why'd you say it like that?
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, stuck outside on a night. Oh, you. I don't reckon where. Oh, you.
Okay. Horrid woman! No! God, my controller slips and it triggers stuff you can't get back. What's up, Philip? Welcome in. Tried looking for your Mass Effect 1 playthrough and I haven't found them. Basically, everything we did back in the day on Twitch and stuff like that has pretty much been deleted. A lot of them had copyright issues because we used a lot of music back in the day, and I just didn't want anything to happen to that channel with the copyright stuff. In hindsight, shouldn't have deleted it, because I think after that, YouTube added a feature where you can, like, remove the copyright audio in the YouTube studio. But all that to say, yeah, pretty much all those playthroughs, unless anybody has them, which I do know back in the day, there were some viewers that did, like, download VODs and stuff and, like, kept them. So if anybody has those, feel free to reach out for me. Obviously, no issue if not. But that would be the only way, pretty much. Basically, I just had to remove, like, the majority. Wait, no, actually, Mass Effect still exists. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'll give you a link in a second. Hold on. Here, hit me. Whoop! See, this guy's super easily parryable. Yeah, Mass Effect still exists. That's one of the ones that, surprisingly, that with Breath of the Wild 100%, which I cannot believe because those series are insanely long. Yeah, those are actually ones that still exist. So let me put some links in the chat real quick. I forget which channel it's on. It's either on this one. This is the third channel? Fourth channel, I think. And then there's also this one. So it should be on one of these two. Actually, now that I think about it, if you search these channels. But yeah. What's up, Ghost Ninja? So far, so good. No issues. We died once to the main guy with the big halberd. The first guy. But that's about it. Everything else has been going pretty largely well currently. Okay, so let's go up here. This place is going to start to get really tricksy now. But that being said, yeah, one of the channels I put in the chat is called the GV Stream Archive, and that will be where all streams go. They're already here on the live tab, but I'm going to upload everyone there just in case in the future, if YouTube does cause issues with copyright stuff or whatever, everything will go onto the channel that's now called the GV Stream Archive, which ironically I think was originally the GV Stream Archive. And, yeah. So this stream, for instance, this stream, for instance, will go on the channel that I posted in the chat there after it's done. Okay, come at me. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the thing that sucks about the dogs in Bloodborne is that they'll attack multiple times. Other dogs in other FromSoft games, they'll kind of just hit you once and they'll stop. These will just keep going and going and going. Sometimes you just gotta be aggressive, as you can see here. Okay, you like guns, huh? You like guns. You like shooting guns. You'll never shoot another gun again. Until I rest and you get revived. But until that happens, your gunslinging days are over, pal. Alrighty, so now we can link up some shortcuts here. There so far is one area we have not explored. And this place gets really annoying right here now. Let's go back this way, because there is an item back here, most assuredly. Right? I could have swore there was one. Yo, what's up? Francis. Wait, Frank is... Ooh, boy. Francis? Comigel? Your name is very long. Feel free to... correct me on how to pronounce that, but what's up? Welcome in. Yeah, a lot of people watching the Soul stuff lately. I don't know what happened to, like, you know, get so many new people on the channel, but it's cool with me. Bop! Alright, these guys are really, really tough. We gotta be careful. Look at them go. My god. You're so aggressive! You need to chill! Oh, okay. That's not good. So, as soon as we get hit, we want to immediately start hitting to regain that HP, which is a new thing. A thing for new players that, you know, it's really difficult for them to understand. Oh, God. All right. That's what we didn't want. To trigger both of them. Ooh, boy. Okay. So if I play my cards right... No! Oh, my God. I actually got the parry there. All right, let's go down here. That got out of hand very quickly. So, what we can do is switch over. Yeah, these guys are insanely impressive. That guy's so close to dying. Can you just die? Thank you. Also, it's like, what do you call it? Zombieland. Double tap. Because a lot of the time it'll look like their health bar is gone, and it's not actually gone. What the hell was that hit, man? It's like 1,000 miles away from me. Yeah, these things are insanely aggressive. I'm gonna go back over here and grab this guy's item. Another tip is sometimes there will be items in guys' bodies, but you can't really see it. Kind of blends in with the body, you know? Gotcha, bitch. Whew! Yeah, ideally you don't want to fight these two at the same exact time. It's really a massive pain when that happens. But sometimes it just happens. Okay, so we got some pebbles. There's another item over here. And I know this place is super annoying too because there's basically a big drop-off right here, and I don't think we care about going down there right now. What's the best way to do this? Because I want to practice that boss. It's going to be annoying dropping our blood echoes and not being able to get them back. It would be a good tip to tell people to, like, get the thing, go back, level up, and then fight them so that we can bank all of our blood echoes. Yeah. Yeah, that would probably be the best way to do it. Let's go back to the bridge real quick. Francisco Miguel Ferreira Alv. Ah, gotcha. I knew it was something like that. It's just in the moment, it's kind of hard to, like, place it. What's up, Manic? Welcome in. Nombre de novela papa. Jesus Christ. You gotta listen for footprints as well. Okay, so there's an item right there. If we fall down there... I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. Let's clear out everything on this bridge first and foremost. Hello! We're gonna go long range here. Whap them like that. These crows are gonna cause a major issue. Let's also lock onto this guy. Whoop! Whoop! Nope. So yeah, basically any, like, big scary guy like this, they're super weak to parries like that. You just gotta not be scared. Basically. These guys are good too because they'll drop blood vials, and if you do get any extras past 20, they will go into your storage, which is crazy helpful. Now, the first boss is right there, but I want to practice him, which means I will probably die, and then I'll lose my 3,900 blood echoes, which means all that thing that we just did, everything that we just did will be for nothing. So I think we do what I said instead. There's this guy over here. Okay, there's a guy behind us as well. Let's grab that. Cold Blood Dew is basically just blood echoes that you can pop whenever. Practice him. We're doing guides, so I want to practice him. Get really good at him. And then be able to relay that information to people. If you could only play Skyrim or The Witcher 3, which one would you choose? Difficult question. Does this guy explode after I kill him, or does he only... Because that guy explodes. But I think only if you don't kill him like that quickly. Witcher 3 or Skyrim? Probably Skyrim, just because it's more open-ended as an RPG. So if I'm literally relegated to being only able to play one of them... Skyrim, I think, even though I've played it more than The Witcher 3, I think it just has, like, infinitely more replayability. Whereas The Witcher 3, you know, there's only so many ways you can play Geralt and, like, still have it feel dynamic. I feel like it would get older over time compared to Skyrim. Because if you're on, like, an island or something, you could probably just, in your mind, make all these crazy, like, storylines and be able to live them through Skyrim a bit, you know? So I'd probably still say Skyrim, even though right now I'd rather play The Witcher 3. When the hunt began... The Healing Church left us, blocking the Great Bridge to Cathedral Ward, as old Yarnum burned to the ground that moonlit night. Excellent. Because let's go this way. Oh, look at him go. Oh, my God. Whoop, 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 whoop. I guess we'll just try to do every single little thing here. But we're gonna have to get into the sewers to be able to level up. We just have to not die, basically. Guides, what an absolute helpful Giga Chad. Well, I was surprised at how well, like I said, the Dark Souls 1 guides did. I looked through that playlist and I was like, oh my god. Tens of thousands of people have seen these guides for an old, non-relevant game, quote unquote. So I was like, you know what? The other one I always wanted to do was Bloodborne and Sekiro, because those are truly difficult, especially compared to Dark Souls 1. And then Dark Souls 3, and then Elden Ring as well. Elden Ring when the tarnished version for the Nintendo Switch comes out. Oh lord, they coming. Whoop! Whoa. Alright, do an attack. Do an attack. Thank you. Is up Perry the Berry? Welcome in. Oh god. Oh god, that could be bad. Alright, let's heal up once. Here, do an attack. Do an attack. Here, do an attack. Okay. Whoop! There you go. Whoop! No, you don't. Got him! Let's do a power attack here. Hi. Oh! Surprised we didn't get interrupted there. Yeah, these guys are good to grind for blood vials. However, they will drop shining coins as well, which are basically useless. I forget what they even do. So it kind of sucks because you want to just get the blood vials. And then this right here is a shortcut to the first true boss, pretty much. So we can't activate that from this side, unfortunately. Bro is the best Let's Player. Oh, I don't know about all that. Hit their dead corpses to get back health. Ah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is a thing. Sometimes Bloodborne enemies don't really, like, die for a little bit. So you can continue to hit them and get even more rally HP back. Wait, there was a door back here we didn't open up, did we? So this opens up a big shortcut. I'm trying to route this in my head. Okay, so yeah, down here is where we will find the insight, which will be good. We're gonna kill these dogs, which are caged anyways. We're honestly being pretty humane by doing that, I would say, at least. Oh my god, he's free! God, look how fast that is, ridiculous. Actually, I think these guys, don't they open up and like come out at some point? Okay, there's one around the corner. Here, dude, make my day, punk! You little punk. Make my day, punk! Rally is a good mechanic. It is. I'm surprised more Soul stuff hasn't really had it. Maybe it has. Maybe like Elden Ring has like a ring you can put on or symbol or whatever that does that. But as far as I remember, Bloodborne's the only one with that effect, which is kind of crazy. Hi, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're a hunter, aren't you? Then, well, do you know of any safe places?
Can say I do, love.
I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you hunters got off your asses, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what'll it be? Are you going to tell me you're not?
Lady, I don't know of any safe place.
Yeah, I should have known. You're good for nothing. No respect for the elderly is what that is. Yeah. That lot of good you outsiders do. Go on. Admit it. You think we're all mad, don't you? Well, go and stop it. I know all your tricks.
You're quite rude, I know that much.
Now what is it now? I've much better ways to pass the time. Unless you found me a nice safe place.
No, I will, but I've literally been here the entire time.
Yeah, you're good for nothing, yeah. Go on. Well, go.
Okay. Well, you're quite horrendously rude, and now I will leave. Okay. So, the only place we didn't go was back near the bridge, falling down that way, which I guess we can make sure to do. It doesn't, like, we don't have to do everything, but it's just kind of nice for remembering where everything is. So down here is where we'll find our insight, but now this is a whole nother thing. So let's go this way. Actually, there's a really scary guy over here, which we should probably take out first in case he gets me. Hello! Whoop. Whoop. Now, what's also cool about Bloodborne's transform weapons are their transform attacks. Basically, like, when you're attacking, if you transform the weapon, it'll do, like, a transform attack that's, like, special while you're transforming. Very neat, actually. And actually, yeah, I never do this, but we should come down here and probably do this stuff first, maybe? And then go backwards. Hello, Govdar. Let me take you out with, if you don't mind. Whoop! Okay, let's hit you a couple more times. Guy with a gun over there, so we gotta stay behind cover. Alright, where you at? Whoop! 1 and a 2. Curse you. You're the cursed beast, not me. I'm very cool and epic. Thank you. There's guys on the other side, too. Shiny coins are like the droppable stones in Dark Souls and Elden Ring. They can mark your path or be used to check a height will kill you. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I always forget about that interaction. Yeah, because in Dark Souls, they're prism stones, I believe. And yeah, you can drop one, and if it, like, lands, that means you can drop down without dying. I don't think I've ever used one once in Bloodborne, but good to know. But yeah, when you're grinding those guys for blood vials, you want to see the blood vials, not the shiny coins. Is typically not something that makes you happy to see, you know? Alright, so let's go to the top now. There's some good stuff up here. What's up, Sam Joy? Welcome in. How's voice acting been? Amazing. Yeah, really good. I basically been doing a lot of stuff. This morning I completed a really fun voice acting project for like a cyberpunk. It's basically ripped directly out of Cyberpunk. It's not actually related to Cyberpunk 2077, but very similar world. And I played kind of this super jacked guy that was like jacked up on all these mutagens and shit. And I was really happy with it. It took some real emotion at the end because he's basically dying and he's like mutating like crazy. He's just screaming. So it took some bombastic performance, but it was a lot of fun. The most fun performances are always the ones that I like look at and I'm like, oh yeah, I could do that. Easy. Okay, so let's cut this guy down. And then there's another guy we can cut down over this way. Hiya! Hiya! Oh, gotta be careful. Hiya! There we go. Alright, secret NPC over here, by the way, you do not want to miss. They have an entire quest line. And this is the first time you can see them, and they are legendary in the player's eyes for this game. Eileen the Crow.
Oh. A hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter.
Bold Hunter's Mark, which basically act as the homeward bones from Dark Souls. They take you back to the Hunter's Dream. Although, actually, a little worse, because they take you to the Hunter's Dream compared to Dark Souls, where you go back to the last bonfire, so you can kind of still do stuff.
Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now.
Right.
Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts? No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
You get the shake-off cape emote.
What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt.
Well, I can do whatever I want. I can just take in the night as I see fit, okay?
What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots.
It's my prerogative. Don't you understand?
What are you...
Okay, one more.
What are you...
Just a little mouth click there. Interesting. Hope your neighbors are used to it by now. Yeah, it's weird because I've actually done a lot of screaming stuff. Like anything, like if it's not loud, they'll never hear it unless they're literally like outside of my house. But I've actually done a lot of like I have to, because the thing with voice acting again, you realize like you have to mean it. You can't just kind of like do the under your breath screaming sort of thing, like when people are playing Xbox at their mom's house and they have to go, "How dare you!" You have to like scream it, or else it just doesn't come off as legit. So, yeah, there's been. How do I get down from here? I'm forgetting. There's been a lot of stuff where it's legitimately like screaming, like "I'll fucking kill you," shit like that, And I'm like, I really hope they don't think I'm like beating Cindy to death in my house or something. Yeah, it's legit, which is why I haven't really had to make a booth. Like I've used a booth sort of thing for like some stuff, but like the sound treatment in my room is so good, I don't really have to do that, and it still sounds great. But for that sort of stuff, yeah, it's kind of nice because if you can not have your neighbors hear you screaming bloody murder and shit, it's probably just better for not getting the cops called on you. But so far, no one's raised any stink, so. Knock on wood. Okay, so there's stuff down there, but it's a bit of a pain to get back up if I remember correctly. Do we want to drop down there now? Forgetting what the best way to do that is, because we could drop down there now. Yeah, it's probably better to do one side, because we'll probably have to come back up anyways. I think there's a new weapon on that side, but I'm going to drop down here, because I'm probably not going to use that weapon. Are you voice acting in movies, shows, audiobooks, or all kinds of different categories? All kinds of different categories. At this point, nothing like AAA, like, on the top yet. For that sort of stuff, you typically need an agent, and I'm honestly just not wanting to do that right now, just because we've got other stuff going on that I can't devote the amount of time it would take to really do the agent stuff and start, going for the big stuff. So I'm very happy with what I'm doing now, but it's a lot of basically, like, small to medium-sized projects, and pretty much anything that you can think of, I have done it. I don't think anything NSFW. When I first started, there was a couple of NSFW things I auditioned for, just because I was like, well, screw it, I'll just see. Why not? Could be fun. It's probably going to use a different name, though. But I think NSFW is like the... Oh, by the way, there's the Madman's Knowledge. Yeah, on this body. Okay, good. So that's how we can activate the insight. Yeah, I think NSFW is just pretty much the only thing that I haven't done at this point. Any other thing? Audiobooks, games, short films, animations, anything you can think of, I've probably done something at least related to it. And it's to the point now where I guarantee there's people hearing my voice, and maybe even people that know me and have no clue, just because... depending on how I'm, like, changing it up. Best shield in Soulsborne. What's up, Eli? You son of a bitch! You... immediate second shot. Okay. Okay. Come at me. Come at me! Hi-ya, hi-ya, hi-ya. Transform attack. Whoop. See, now it's transformed. Whoop. Whoop. Epic. Yeah. You still alive? Good. Grab your body real quick. Thank you. Not get shot by this gun. Okay, where do we drop down? We dropped down that one, so we gotta drop down on this side now. Whee! Whoop. Don't you use your closet to voice act? I did for some things, but honestly, after that video where I, like, made the closet booth, I honestly have used just this way more. It has not been a problem. Like I said, my room is very good. Like, I listen to every take that I do, and I really try to listen for, like, even tiny little mouth clicks and stuff like that. And it sounds totally fine just right here. Also, that's the saw spear, new weapon that came down from chopping that guy down up there, FYI. So yeah, I used the closet sparingly when I first built it, but, I basically just have to have two different setups. And I can honestly just do it with this one setup, pretty much. Is how that works. Do you have any favorite media to voice act for? I wouldn't say it's the media. I probably would say it's the character. Like, yeah, because, you know, you could have a voice acting character that's super duper dramatic or super duper over the top and goofy. Thanks for the sub. And vice versa, and then you can have the same thing in like a animation or whatever it is, a podcast. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's like the form of media. Video games are fun just because you don't have to like act as much, I think, a lot of the time. It's more so just like, you know, depending on the game, depending on what you're doing. You little frick. This guy has hit me so many times. Get out of here. Yeah, I would say for me, it's like more so the characters. Like when I get a character that I'm just like, oh, I can nail that. And then also on top of that, when it's fun, like typically like laboratory guys, like mad scientists, anybody that's just like, you know, eccentric and neurotic with how they speak and stuff like that. Those are always fun because you get to just bumble the words and like and do like a lot of mannerisms and stuff. I would say that's usually my favorite. Also, trying to think, any sort of like mobster type villain or goblin creature. Basically just little fuckers. I love just playing little fuckers. That's like my energy, and that's the energy that I can usually do the best at with voice acting. But yeah, as far as like a medium, I don't think there's any, and it just depends, because like they can really vary. You know, it's not like every video game you do is going to be one way, or every animation you do or whatever is going to be one way. It's going to change a lot, you know what I mean? Depending on how serious the script is, typically. Oh, God! Okay, so there's an item on the beam, which is always a pain in the ass to get. There's also a shortcut up there, I think. Excuse me? There you. So there, see, I kept attacking him even after he was dead to heal back more. Voice actor in the Elder Scrolls 6. Well, Todd, anybody else, if you ever hear this, which I don't think you ever would, but if you do, I would be more than happy to lend my voice to one of the 8 million characters. And I promise you I will do a fantastic job. So do I want to drop down there just yet? I think we want to go up here first, because there's like a shortcut you can open. Yeah, I think we want to head up here. No, because we can get back up to that ladder. So let's clear up everything over this way real quick. IMDb. Yeah, currently I'm actively avoiding that level just because, like I said, I'm not ready to... I don't have the time right now to be able to commit to fully diving in. What I'm doing now really works, and I'm happy with it. But once we are in a more permanent situation where I know how much time that I will have to balance YouTube, streaming, and the voice acting stuff, then, yeah, I'm probably going to be taking it to the next level. Or attempting to, at the very least. Whee! Bloodstone Shard. Okay. And we're going to drop down here. A paper. It's just a little people. What's your actor name? I try to keep it separate. I don't really involve it as much with this YouTube channel. So perhaps one day. But until then, I'll just be chipping away at my voice acting thing. And then perhaps one day revealing what I've been up to and the projects I've worked on. Okay, so we can go all the way up there, which does a thing. We can also go there, which does a thing too. And I think I just passed. Yeah, there's another option this way as well. Yeah, like I said, I mean, you know, obviously the internet's a massive place, so I don't know if anyone's heard me or not, but it's to the point now where I've been a part of a lot of different stuff, but I think I'm very good at the range, so my voice might not sound like what you, unless you have a really good ear for, like, how I talk. There could be a chance. Absolutely. Yeah. Done quite a few things at the moment. Boop, boop. I don't even know if it's like it really with voice acting. It like kind of just depends on what you're happy with. Because honestly, like going to the next level, you don't even necessarily need to do that if you're happy with doing the small to medium projects. Because the next level, I mean, is obviously a much bigger commitment. You know, especially if you're flying into booths and stuff like that. The vast majority of everything I've done here, like you can just do in your house whenever, you know, and kind of chip away at it. Unless it's a live directed session where you obviously have to work with the person to figure it out. Oh, God, look at you go. Oh, my God. You had to get that one little hit at the end, didn't you? Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop. Okay, all right. All right. Thank you. These freaking crows are always such pains in the ass. Right, another madman's knowledge. Like I said, you need to get the madman's knowledge if you don't die, which we... Oh, wait, we died. Wait, how does that work? I'm forgetting. Because we did die, but we didn't get resurrected. Oh, it must be if you die before accessing the lamp to go to the Hunter's Dream, then you get resurrected by the doll, and then you can level up immediately. So I wonder if it's just better to, like, intentionally die. It probably is, honestly. Okay. So here we got a thing, but let's wait on that because we got this guy over here. We're going to try to parry him. Hello! Nope. Ah. Your voice has changed so much in the past 10 years. Yeah, I mean, that's a component. And then, also the other thing is, like, when you start to learn voice acting, you start to learn how to, like, literally control your voice. Which is why my singing has gotten, like, way better from back in the day with, like, you know, horrendously singing songs on Twitch Sings and stuff like that. Like, nowadays, I can never do it live because my own brain gets in the way and it's like, no, you suck, you can't sing, you suck, you suck, you suck. Like, voice acting I know I can do, but, like, singing I'm just always, like, more, what's the word? Not confident about or whatever, but like, you know, when we're in the car, I'm like, holy crap, I can like sing way better now because you just learn the vocal control.
Wretched outsider. Trying to fool me to open this door. Heavens, the depths of depravity.
No, I'm just a good guy.
Wretched outsider. Trying to fool heaven. Wretched outside heaven.
Wait, how does this quest work again? So this is a part of a quest. I think you have to go up here to start it. Is that what it is? Because that's the sister. There's like two sisters. I think that's the other one. We need to find the other sister to like start this quest. Who's like right here, right? Wait, yeah. Wait, I'm confused. Okay. So anyways, let's open the close by device. This device here. Better put like a whole gate and like a opening mechanism for this one little tiny area. How does that make sense? Planning-wise.
Makes no freaking sense, I'll tell you.
Alright, so right here, this is where we were before with the square, and then we've got this girl here.
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? Please go look for my mum. Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him, but now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared.
I will find your mother, girl.
Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box.
Which actually has a game mechanic, the tiny music box.
It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, and if you find keys. My mum is okay. My mum is okay.
You can sing great. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think when I tap into it, I can, but like for whatever reason, like I get really insecure about singing. I don't know why, like, but it ties into voice acting too, because it's like with voice acting, one big thing I've learned is that you just have to own it. You just have to get out of your head and like literally just do the take and stop, you know, worrying about how you're going to be judged. and stuff like that, which sounds easy, but I never took drama in high school and stuff like that, and I wish that I had, because I'm sure that's a component of it, where they're just like, hey, just play the character and shut up and stop thinking so much. Because when you do that, your voice acting stuff is usually way stronger. So it's the same thing with singing, where, like, I'm learning, you just literally have to dive into it and not be so in your head about it, and then the performance comes off way stronger, which, again, sounds super duper obvious, but yeah. Something I've learned. What are your thoughts on Baldur's Gate 3? I think you've done a series on it. I haven't watched it yet, but I just started playing it. But so hard to figure out the combat and the gameplay. So yeah, we're actually doing a full blind playthrough of it on the Patreon. So yeah, if you're a patron, that's the playthrough we've been doing for 1,000 years because it's so long. And I'm trying to do basically everything, at least everything like important. So yeah, we're really, really, really into it on the Patreon channel. I still haven't beaten it. We're like I said, we're very like late in the game. It's amazing. It's probably literally the best game ever made. Like, no joke. My only thing with it is that it, like, recording it is so much of a task. Just because, you know, there's like 50 million thousand things to talk to, do, see, interact with. It's like, you literally... That's why I hate this place. You literally just have to, like, shut your brain off and just play it naturally, which is hard for me to do because I'm such a completionist. I want to do and see everything. So it's obviously not like a real negative. It's just a thing of, like, the game is so big and... Okay. The game is so big and so dense. It's a masterpiece, but it's also overwhelming at times. But yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I think it's genuinely like the most ambitious game of all time, and they actually delivered on it as far as I can tell. This is the only instance of these guys in the entire game, I think. Maybe like one other place. Hello. Yo. Oh my god, they're so annoying. They're just like the crows. They like hit you before you can even react. They have such like a fast opening attack, you know? Okay. So, let's go back over. I don't think there's anything back here. Nope. Jack Black range. Yeah, I mean, Epic the Musical, which I've talked about a lot. That's a really good little musical to, like, practice, I think, singing. There's so many different, like, singers and pitches and different styles of songs and stuff. So I think I used to think, like, I could only really sing, like, what Jack Black sings, kind of like the over-the-top, you know, hell yeah, that sort of stuff. But Epic the Musical has been really good for, like, kind of opening my eyes to, like, learning how to sing different styles, I guess. All by myself, of course. I would love to take, like, singing lessons one day, but that probably would go to the voice acting training instead as a priority. Yeah. You little punk. You just had to get one little hit. You just had to do it. Now notice there, I was able to get like 3 little heals off of him because I still attacked him even after he was dead. Twitch sings. I love Twitch sings, man. It's so fun. Maybe one day we'll get something like that again. You little punks. I hate these guys. Their range is so big. Like, you think you're safe, and they always manage to touch you. Okay. 1, 2. Let's heal just to be safe. We have quite a lot of blood vials at this point. All right. Oh, my God. I forgot about that. Okay. So, we've basically done this entire first area, pretty much. What we need to do is we need to go back. I think we can level up now with the Madman's Insight, right? Where does that go? There's only one place we haven't been. It actually leads to a new armor set, which is cool. So I would like to do that, too. We probably should do this pig now, who is a scary pig, but he's actually not that bad. If you literally just get behind him, you can kind of do one of these. Oh god, that's scary. Yep. one of these. Try to do a visceral attack on his backside, but he's blocking me. Now if you do a visceral attack here, shove your fingers right up that pig's butt, rip him out from the inside out. Saw Hunter's badge there. Basically, whenever you get a badge, you can buy new stuff at the home base, which is actually very important some of the time. Aren't we supposed to get a really... No. Wait, what am I thinking of? Oh, yeah, that's right. There's a side quest that eventually changes with that pig, but it doesn't happen just yet. Okay, nothing down there, so let's go back this way. Now this is leading to the shortcut for the first real boss, but we still haven't even done the first optional boss, which a lot of people think is the first real boss, because it doesn't seem optional, yet it is optional. Let's head up here. I'm trying to think of all the different places we still have. There's that ladder back there, and then just the drop-off, and I think that's literally everything here. Oh! Failed that roll so bad I knew it instantly. Captain, you're in. Oh my god! Alright. Hold on. Let's reset here now. Hit me, big boy. Really messed up. Oh! Okay, hit me again. Big ol' hit. Come on. Whoop! Captain, you're real kiss. Okay. So. Man, this is like when you're playing a Souls game and you do this much, you're always worried because it's like, if you die, it's really just not a perfect run. Not that that really matters. But we got these guys over here, which are actually pretty scary. They're super aggressive. So let's draw this guy by himself. Pretty good. Just got it. You have a very little window to deal the riposte once you trigger it. Okay, this guy's a little bit easier than the other dude. Whew! Alright. So, Bold Hunter's mark there, which again let us return to the... whatever it's called. And then up there's the first real boss, which actually I'm more confident about, even though he's way harder typically than this other one. Because this other one's just a lot more, like, unpredictable, basically. So let's go back over here and clean up all this. Okay. Okay, so down there was that other ladder, right? Or have we not been down there yet? Yeah, that was going to the pig, wasn't it? I think I want to double check. Yeah, this actually works out great. Have we done everything? Man, okay. Yeah, we've been pretty clean here. All right, let's go down. Whee! Boop, 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 boop. Now, straight ahead was the pig. So to my knowledge, the only thing that we have not done is on the bridge. There's that section where you can drop down. I think that's it. I think we've done every single other thing. I'm trying to like keep a map in my brain about it. I think so. So this is actually unlocking a shortcut here. So this actually works out perfectly. Captain, you're in a kiss. Whatever it is, of this I'm sure. Captain, you're real. How do we get back to the bridge? That's a dead end. We gotta go back this way, right? We can go back into this house here. So bloody, my god. Wait, we didn't go this way either, did we? Because there's no way to go. That just drops down to that little thing. Okay. What's everyone's favorite From Software game? Yeah, it's a tough question, man, because they're so close in quality. It kind of just changes from time to time for me. I love Demon's Souls, but I've only played the PS5 remake. I don't think it's ever going to be my favorite, but it is extremely unique. Like, I love that game. I really want to go through and guide that, too, even though it's far more simplistic. But yeah, I don't think it's ever going to be my favorite, just because it's so simplistic. It's like, you know, a quarter of the game a lot of the other ones are. But I love the remake, which they just shut down Bluepoint Studios, by the way. What the hell? Sony actually shut down Bluepoint, which literally made a masterpiece in Demon's Souls. Okay, so we take that ladder down. Dark Souls 1 will always be kind of like my nostalgia pick, just because I love it to death. It's so good, but I think mechanically the other games beat it out a lot of the time. Dark Souls 2 will never be my favorite just because it's obviously kind of the weakest one, I would say, out of the mainline stuff. Dark Souls 3 is a masterpiece. I love it. I don't think in this day and age that it beats Bloodborne. It's so tough, though. It honestly is so tough to decide. Because, like, Bloodborne has more, like, flavor to it. But Dark Souls 3 is like, it's got so much more stuff in it, too. So I don't know. In some ways I like Dark Souls 3 more than Bloodborne. In other ways I like Bloodborne more than Dark Souls 3. And then Elden Ring, I mean, is a masterpiece too, but it's also like an open world game and very different. God, gun to my head, if I had to pick, it's so tough. I want to like always say Dark Souls 3, but honestly it's... Elden Ring's just a better Dark Souls 3 anyways, a lot of the time. Man, it might just be Elden Ring, now that I think about it. Elden Ring is just so jam-packed with so much cool shit. It's just way bigger than everything else. Yeah, I guess I'll tentatively say Elden Ring, but for cool points, I would say Bloodborne, honestly. Bloodborne has the most, like, unique identity. Okay, so... let's see. But Captain... So let's do everything up here first. We gotta remember that guy's down there. He's not dead yet. There's another dude over there, too. And there is indeed a rafter item. That item right there in the corner is what we're looking for. That's the cool stuff. And that guy's actually... he deals, like, crazy damage. I feel like they buffed his damage compared to the other people. Alright, hit me. Thank you. Okay, that guy's alive too, so we got a veritable hodgepodge down there. Let's grab this. Thick cold blood. We can shoot these guys too from up here. Oh yeah, that guy's at one shot. So it is good to use a bullet for something like this, where you can basically kill somebody with one hit. The bullets really don't do a lot of damage though, so you gotta be careful. Alright, let's lock onto this guy, and I'm going to try to do a plunging attack. Whoop! Beautiful.
Beautifully executed, if I do say so myself.
Okay, now this guy back here, like I said, is scary as hell. This guy deals crazy damage. I don't know why they made him deal crazy damage. Ooh, beautiful parry, though. Yeah. Yeah. I want to get up. Charging R2. Okay. Let him do his thing. Just let him do his thing. Whew. Yeah, for whatever reason, if this guy hits you, you'll just die in like 2 hits. It's crazy. Alright, and then this guy's guarding the first new armor set, which is way cooler than what we start with. So we're going to switch over to that. Hunter hat, hunter garb, hunter gloves, hunter trousers, and now we look way cooler. Also, this is like the teaser of this game when it released, I think, had like this alleyway, and it had the hunter dressed in this clothing. So it's almost like a little Easter egg, I think, to the character that's in the teaser for when this game was first released, which is pretty neat. I think that's confirmed. I don't know exactly. Hello. Okay. 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 And then you, come on. Whoop! Oh my god. I'm honestly astounded he wasn't able to land that hit on me. We get like 50,000 rats, and then basically that's this entire zone explored. Don't think we missed a single thing. Which feels pretty good. Alright, come on. Oh, here goes the big jump. Alright, cool. So yeah, that's like every single thing done. The only thing is there's an optional boss and then there's a non-optional boss. And we're going to have to practice them, get really good at them, and then make a guide for them. Which, I've beaten them many times, but the first one throws me for a loop for whatever reason. And then how do we get back from here? I forget. Elden Ring for sure. Yeah, it's hard to beat Elden Ring, man. It's just, it's so unique. Like, there's just nothing really like it in terms of the atmosphere. And I love it. Like, I love the atmosphere of Elden Ring. The only reason that it's not just like my runaway favorite is just that it's open world. So there's a lot of like slower points and like reuse of bosses and stuff. And some areas that just kind of should have been scrapped. Like the whole giant zone and all that stuff. You know? Yeah, I love Elden Ring's atmosphere. It's very unique. I mean, a lot of From Software games are very unique, but in terms of their atmosphere, but Elden Ring is something special. Yeah, Demon Souls is phenomenal. If you have a PS5 and you can play the Demon Souls remake, I love that game. That's another one like Elden Ring that has a very unique kind of vibe to it. It's just very, very simple compared to everything that would come after, for obvious reasons. That's the only downside. Okay. Well, I think that's literally everything decimated and destroyed. So, let's go ahead and slot a bold hunter's mark here. And I guess I won't use it. I won't be lazy. We'll head back the manual way. And now we basically, I mean, we have like 50 million levels now. Like, oh my god. Like, yeah, 10K at the start of the game is massive. So I don't know if I even want to use it. Yeah, but I probably won't use the dues just because I don't want people to be like, oh my god, you're so over-leveled when you fight this boss. I'm like, yeah, but you kind of want to do it that way. Hey, you know. What's up, Desu? Welcome to the stream. How the hell do I get back? This way. Now, hopefully, what I'm talking about does work, right? Like, if you use the Madman's Insight, Madman's Knowledge, you get 1 insight. And I think you need 1 insight to trigger the doll, right? And the doll lets you level up. I believe that's what it is. Or you have to die. Yeah, there she is. Good. Or what is it? Like, you have to die? I think you have to die before accessing a hunter's lamp, and then you get revived by her. That's what it is, right? Okay. So, hello.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit.
Channel blood echoes or talk.
Did you speak with Gammon? He was a hunter long, long ago, but now serves only to advise them. He is obscure, unseen in the dreaming world. Still, he stays here, in this dream. Such is his purpose. Ah, the little ones, inhabitants of the dream. They find hunters like yourself, worship and serve them. Speak words they do not. But still, aren't they sweet?
Yeah, I guess. They crawled all over my face and did weird shit.
Ah, they...
Okay.
They... Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Oh, thank you. All right, so we got a new item here. Consume insight and ring the beckoning bell to enlist the cooperation of hunters from other worlds. Silencing blank and such forms of cooperation. Beckoning bell and silencing blank, those for online play. Doesn't apply to us. Consume insight and ring the old hunter bell to enlist the cooperation of old hunters, which that's for NPCs to invade and fight with you. However, we probably also won't be doing that. So then, does Gehrman just disappear during this part? I guess so. Yo, thanks for the sub, if you in the chat. So, then let's go ahead and level up. What we want to do is take a look at our weapons. So the saw cleaver here scales with D for strength and E for skill, which means we want to level up strength if we want damage, because that'll work towards that.
Welcome. What is it?
I need to channel blood echoes.
Very well. Let the echoes become your strength.
Your strength.
Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Okay, so arcane blood tinge skills. So basically health, stamina, strength scaling weapons, skill scaling weapons, blood tinge scaling weapons, and guns a lot of the time, and then magic, which is very weird in Bloodborne. You're basically like equipping items that do certain magical skills. It's super weird. Some weapons scale with this too. But we want to do is probably just strength, I would bet, and then maybe endurance up to like 15. Let's go 13. Let's put a little bit in vitality as well. Yeah. Okay.
Farewell. May you...
Bye! Alright, so now we're ready to fight that first boss. What's the quickest way to get to him? Central... We've had to have unlocked some sort of, like, shortcut, I would assume. Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 are in my top 10. Yeah. I don't know. Elden Ring, there was really... It's hard, man, because it's literally just improvement upon improvement upon improvement. It's hard to really pick. Like I said, flavor-wise, I would go Bloodborne, but, like, honesty-wise, I guess I would say Elden Ring. I mean, I probably would pick Elden Ring if I could only, like, play one ever again, basically. What is the quickest way back to this bridge? Because if we go down here... It is this way. Yeah, because then we can go up through this room. Yeah. And you basically want to kill everybody, too, on your way back, just because you'll get the blood vials and also the bullets, which is super helpful. Because eventually you might get walled in this game, and then you're going to have to grind anyways for blood vials and bullets, and it's really freaking annoying. So if you have the time, might as well just kill everybody, because a lot of them do drop blood vials, you know? Like that guy right there. Okay, then this guy. Where are these werewolves at? I don't have to pass them, right? Good. Because that would be annoying. Let's fight these guys here. Here, hit me. Whoop. Alright. So, first boss time. This is a cleric beast, and basically, I'm just bad at him because he does all sorts of things. He's very unpredictable, so I want to get good at fighting him. I pretty much always beat him just because he can just go aggressive and he's not that crazy, but I want to get like good mechanically so that I can explain it in a guide, basically. So that will be the process that we are entering right now, is figuring out that. Let's see what he does. He does a big old slam, probably easily punishable. What are you doing? Okay, he chases after you, then punches down. Okay, big ol' slam. 1, 2, 3. And then the swipe is what always gets me. Big swipe. Big swipe with the big hand. Okay, slam down. So a lot of slams. Little swipe. Ooh, a grab. Okay. And I know you basically just want to break his arm. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ya ba bee, ya ba bee ba boo, ya ba bee ba boo ba. Okay, big grab. He's so aggressive. That's kind of the issue with this guy. A lot of swipes though. Okay, follow-up swipe. Anytime we break him, we're gonna go ham here. And he does this, which I never really knew what he was doing. Does he just get more aggressive? Oh, he does like a jump attack now. Okay. Ba 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 ba. Ooh, big old jump attack. Okay. And he does a screech. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba, ya ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba. So I think this guy's just so annoying because he's hard to avoid everything. Oh my god, that jump attack's so fast. But I think the major tip here is that you can basically just keep attacking constantly. Okay, slam and then pull back up. And I think that is regenerating his limbs. Ba 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 ba. Okay, big grab. Okay. Slam, big old jump. And then he stops after that, it looks like. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, ba 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 ba. My God! Okay. Yeah. Feeling pretty confident. So many swipes, man. Okay, there's the grab. So he spammed this, and I don't think he can even hurt me. Nope, he definitely can. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 boo. Swipes just never end. Alright. Yeah, let's just kind of watch him until we die now. Slam and then explode. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Swipe, 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 swipe. That's the explode, right? Nope. Swipe, swipe. Just never stopping the swipes. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, he's just so, like, unpredictable. So I want to read up on him to see if there's, like, anything I'm missing about this guy. It's basically you just go aggressive because you keep breaking his limbs. It's pretty much the whole thing with this dude. Ba 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 ba. Vulnerable to serration and fire damage, can be crippled in the fight for a short time, considerably strong against blunt, arcane, and bolt. Try to dodge and stay behind him, since his counterattack swipe with his left arm does minimal damage that can easily be recovered via the rally mechanic, right? Attacking any of its limbs repeatedly will eventually cripple and stagger cleric beast for a short while. After a certain amount of damage is dealt, it will start doing its healing animation with the red aura. Heal all of its crippled limbs and will enrage it further. It will not heal back health. You can shoot his head with the firearm to open him up for a visceral attack? What? I didn't know that. You can shoot his head with a firearm to open him up for a visceral attack, which will cause massive damage. When using the hunter pistol, it takes 2 direct hits usually. Whoa. Shoot his head with a firearm. If you've successfully pulled off a visceral attack by shooting his head, you can do it again only after it uses its healing move to regenerate limbs. Molotovs. Yeah, Molotovs are super duper helpful. Oil urns, which increases damage even more on the Molotovs. Father Gascoigne. It'll ignore you. Okay. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then we'll go ahead and guide this sucker. Be right back. Ba, 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 ba. All right, I gotta figure out the audio balance on this. Probably want to take this down to maybe like that, just because this game is loud as hell. Okay. What's up, RPazzo? Welcome in. Yeah, Cleric Beast is weird. I think, like, you can punish him a lot, so he's not that hard, but he's just, like, to not get hit, he's very tricky. Like, he's just always swinging all the time. So it's always been, like, the next guy, like I said, is a lot easier for me. But Cleric Beast is just so weird, you know? Alright, we go on a guide to the Cleric Beast now. Hopefully this works. So I need to be able to pause. How do I pause alerts? What is even alerting? Oh my god, I don't even know. Streamlabs? Ba 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 ba. Ya ba bee ba boo. Ya ba bee ba boo. Ya ba ba bee ba boo. Can I pause this through Streamlabs? Like, how do I even... I'm assuming I have to have the widget. Oh, that's annoying. There's like no other way to interact with that. That's so weird. Alright. Well, that should be fine. Okay, let's do it. One, two, three, beat. Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to a guide for Bloodborne. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how to kill the Cleric Beast. Basically, the first boss of the game. It is optional. You don't have to kill this boss. Yeah, a lot of people are going to think that this is the very first one. I'll show you the route. Basically, once we've completely opened up the area, like how to get back to him easily. Also, by the way, what I did with this character was I didn't die, because basically you die and then you get revived and then you can level up. I didn't die. I went around, I kind of explored everything in the first couple of areas, and then I grabbed a Madman's Knowledge, popped it, got the Insight, which is the number you see to the top right with the eye, and then that lets you interact with the doll to level up. So if you take a look at my character, I am level 14, so 4 levels higher than any other starting classes except for the Waste of Skin, which is what I started as. All this to say, basically what I did was explore the first area, was able to level up that way, and then just put, you know, my strength to 15, endurance to 13, and vitality to 11. So nothing major here. In fact, you can do a lot more if you pop the blood echoes, as you can see here, which I did not want to do because I wanted to show how to fight this thing with the average level that people would be. Also, unupgraded saw cleaver and also hunter pistol. So that is what we are using. Now, this assumes that basically you've gone and kind of like opened up the map and all that sort of thing. Obviously, not everybody will have done that. But, yeah, this assumes, you know, you've kind of explored and are now looking to just fight the boss, the Cleric Beast. Which, fun fact, is the thing that you hear shrieking when you climb that first ladder, you know? So, basically, if you open up the shortcuts, you can open up these doors here. There's a guy right here. So let's make sure to kill him. There's also a guy over here, and it's good to kind of just kill them because you'll be able to get some blood vials and also some bullets as well. Which you will need quite a lot of as you go through Bloodborne. And then we're going to go up this stairs here. There's a dude in the corner. So let's kill him. And then there's a dude over here as well. Let's kill him as well. Grab some blood vials. And then you can kill the crows and the guy over this way. It's not going to matter too much. Now... fun fact, there's a couple of things with this boss. First of all, this boss is horrendously destroyed by Molotov cocktails. And if you didn't know, you can basically slot these and throw them. They deal huge damage. So if you want to go that route, you can. I'm not going to go that route here because I want to show the fight. But also, if you have oil jars, you can basically throw the oil jars first and then throw the Molotov, and it actually deals more damage. Also, I just found out you can shoot this boss in the head twice with the starting pistol, and it'll basically let you do a visceral attack or a riposte. I've never really done that, but that's another thing to note. All right, so we're going to run past these guys here. Hopefully we don't get caught. And then here we go with the boss fight proper. We're going to grab our blood echoes. And yeah, the big tip for this guy is that you basically just want to stay behind him. Sometimes he'll do that massive jump into the sky just like that. So basically, we kind of want to be always near him like this and just always be hitting. You can see like the range on the cleaver that we're using is horrendously low because we didn't hit any of that, which is actually insane. We're going to walk away a little bit. So yeah, basically staying behind him is always a good thing to do. We're going to roll that. I'm not locked on here. Now, the other thing with this guy, okay, is that he will be able to break his limbs super duper easily. He tried to grab me there. Yeah, the camera is honestly your biggest enemy here because you're fighting him in such a small area. I actually kind of want to shoot him in the head to see that. So that's one shot. Apparently it takes 2 shots. There it is right there. Yeah, look at that. Wow, that's really nice. I have never fought this guy doing that. I didn't even know that that was an interaction, but as you can see, yeah, it's not too hard at all to trigger. Okay, so I'm basically like locking on and delocking on over and over again just because this guy is a pain in the ass to keep track of. What I was trying to say earlier was that it's easy to break this guy's limbs. So right there, I just broke his limbs. Now what he's going to do is he's going to scream, and he's going to try to heal his limbs. So when he glows red like that, he is healing his limbs back up. So if you keep up the aggression, as you can see here, yeah, you can constantly stagger him by breaking his limbs. Now I'm going to shoot him in the head again and again. And then one more time. Whoop! Going to dodge that. Okay. He's going to explode, so watch out when he pulls that back up. He's so hard to hit with the saw cleaver. Now, so yeah, basically whenever he glows red like that, he is healing his limbs. So keep in mind all of the damage you've done to the limbs will be reset. Gonna jump away from that slam. Okay, so here he goes healing again. We're gonna try to get behind him because he's just going crazy here. Now he'll do a lot of swipes, as you can see. We rolled that swipe pretty well there. Okay, we're gonna let him finish his little tirade. Oh, try to get behind him here. Okay, he's just going to keep going crazy. Swiping, swiping, swiping. Okay, I want to try to break his limb if I can, but we're going a little too aggressive. Let's back up and heal a little bit. Okay, he's going to jump towards me. I'm going to back up once more and then heal again. Okay, we're going to roll that jump, and unfortunately I missed the timing on that. I'm trying to just get in there so that I can get some heals by rallying. So let's back up a little bit and reset here. Going to shoot him once in the face. Going to try to shoot him again in the face. Okay. Just want to get that visceral attack again. Okay, jump, dodge that. Hit him a whole bunch here. Gonna back up a little bit. He's kind of just throwing me off my game here. Ugh, we just keep getting clipped. And the camera's really messing me up now, so we gotta get some distance here. All right, one heal, another heal. I'm trying to trigger that headshot, but he is just not letting me do it. All right, so let's try to get behind him again. You can see I'm kind of staying on his thigh here because even when he swipes, we're very hard to hit. Okay, he did smack me there. Yeah, we're very hard to hit, as you can see back here. All right, let's get away because he's so close to dying. We don't want to be greedy. We're going to shoot him once. He's going to jump at me. I'm going to roll into it. And down goes the cleric. Beast. Yeah, so this boss fight has always been super duper weird to me. It's one that, like, honestly, you can go back to later on and you'll have a much easier time. He's just so unpredictable. He's so aggressive, always just going crazy. As you can see there, we kind of just stuck to his thigh because all he'll kind of do is, like, swipe. And even if he hits you, you can keep attacking because if you don't know in Bloodborne, when your HP bar turns orange, if you just keep attacking, you'll heal back up with the rally mechanic. So even though we were getting smacked around a lot there, I was kind of just always sticking to his thighs and always attacking so that I was healing back up. We didn't break his limbs as much as I wanted because his limbs do break quite easily, and then he kind of gets stunned. You can see in the second half where he starts to heal, though, it becomes harder and harder and harder. So the ultimate tip that I would say for the Cleric Beast, he looks really scary, but in reality, you just want to bully him if you can and constantly go aggressive. And, yeah, if you just keep breaking his limbs over and over and over again, you can just kind of get him into this, you know, always being stunned mode. And this is a pretty baseline attempt here without really any, like, you know, I've leveled up like 4 times. So this is one that I definitely would recommend if you're having a lot of trouble. Just go do other stuff and come back to him, because there's nothing really that you get from even beating him. You get the Sword Hunter's badge, which I forget what that gives you. But yeah, this guy could be a massive pain. Not really worth it as much as just coming back when you have other tools. However, hope that guide helped. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe for more. Bye! Ba ba boo ba bee. Okay. Whew. Yeah, the cleric beast is so like... It's like I know that I can beat him, but he's always just so like unpredictable. That's really the thing that throws me off. Let's reduce this and this and this. Let me know if that's too low, folks. Do we want to return to the... Yeah, because we did everything else anyways. Also, this is the door that was never made, right? It's like a whole thing with this door. It was supposed to be a thing, but then they changed it. Alright, let's go back, and then I gotta make sure that that video correctly, like, rendered. Because otherwise we got bigger problems. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Bloodborne Cleric Beast Guide. Let's see if this came out good. Kind of just kill them proper. We're gonna grab our blood. As you can see here, yeah, you can constantly stagger him by breaking his limbs. Now I'm gonna shoot him in the head. Crazy. As you can see, harder. And for more. Bye. Yeah, looks pretty good. Sweet. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. All right, now we can actually like level up. Cold Blood Dew times 7. Use multiplayer. Hey GV, what faction should I join? Dark Brotherhood or the Thieves Guild? You should do everything. If it's a Bethesda game, do all the things. Wait, what? You can't use multiple if there's only 2? I didn't know that. Wait, what? Oh, it's because it's Cold Blood Dew number 3, not because we have 3 of them. I see. That makes sense, mister. That makes sense, mister. I guess we'll pop the Madman's Knowledges too. It actually makes the game harder, but whatever. It's no big deal. So yeah, let's pop this sucker. Get some insight. Yeah, well, I think Gascoigne is more difficult than Cleric Beast, but the Cleric Beast is just more, like, hard to guide for me, if that makes sense. You know? Okay. Cool beans. GG, what's up, Low Country Grace? Trade in blood echoes with messengers to buy and sell items. Is there anything that here that we want? Antidotes will be very important. Throwing knife. Oh yeah, the lantern. 2,000. Sure. I'll buy the lantern. Why not? It's actually kind of nice. Hunter Chief Emblem, which like opens the door. It's really weird. Kirk Hammer. Do we want to just go with the saw cleaver? It's kind of boring. Maybe there's like another weapon I can use. That's kind of standard. I don't want to use anything too crazy for people watching the guides. Hunter pistol, repeating pistol, Yarnum set. Okay. Oh, Kirk Hammer. Yeah. Well, this is storage, so we don't need that. This is the upgrader. Fortify a weapon. Fortify weapons using bloodstone, saw cleaver. I don't know if I want to upgrade the saw cleaver. What other weapons? Kirk Hammer could be fun, but I've definitely used it. Oh man, this is like the first playthrough I ever did. I used the freaking Holy Sword or whatever it's called. That could be fun to go back to. I think that thing's strong as hell too. That could be fun. So yeah, maybe we wait on upgrading this. Maybe I should look and see what we could switch to eventually. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, ba. Alright, we gotta find the doll. Where's the doll at? I could pull off a top knot in real life? How does the top knot look? That's like the classic Japanese hairstyle, right? Top knot. Duh, duh, duh. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, people always shit on these types of hairstyles, like man bun type stuff, but honestly, I think if you can pull it off, it does look good. Yeah, I'd consider that. I don't know if my hair would be able to do that, but I'd definitely consider it. What's up, Bucket Mouse? I think I have heard some sort of rumor, yeah, but I don't know much about it. I mean, hey, I'm waiting for Final Fantasy IX because I think the Final Fantasy IX rumor has more legs to it. But hey, man, Chrono Trigger's still one of my favorite games of all time. I would definitely take it if they want to do something like that. I would love it. What's this? I feel like I never come back here. What's the lore on this game? I am not the lore guy, but as far as I know, it's like... I don't know how much I should say that's a spoiler. Pretty much, you know, you're like in old Victorian England, basically, and then... Not really, but like it's like that. There's like a... Yeah, I guess I could say it. I don't think it's too much of a spoiler, but... Basically, they found special blood. The blood heals, but it also turns you into monsters. So then I think they always have to have hunts, and hunters kind of like quell the monster population. And it's a never-ending nightmare, and you're pretty much trying to stop it. It's very similar to Dark Souls, in which like it's a cycle that never ends until you stop it, basically. But I'm not the lore guy. There's probably stuff that I'm wrong about that, but yeah.
Welcome home. What is...
That's the basics.
Very well. Let me...
Okay, so let me take a look at Bloodborne weapons and see if there's anything else I want to use here. Because the saw cleaver is just a bit boring. Blades of Mercy, but that's kind of weird. Boomhammer. Ooh. That'd be fun. That's a DLC weapon. Burial Blade. Shikage. So cool. Church Pick. Oh, that's a DLC weapon. What the hell? Holy Moon Knight Sword. Wait. No. That's not the one I'm thinking of. Ludwig's Holy Blade is what I'm thinking of. Oh my god, Yen's doing that weird cat thing. Hi, Yen! You can come in here. You don't gotta screech that horrible yowl. You can come in here and I'll say hi to you. Okay. My Google Chrome is like literally just shitting itself right now, so it may crash. Yeah, it's freaking the hell out currently. Yeah, boy. There's something about streaming that, like, streaming with Google Chrome, it just takes all the CPU and just suck it. If you try to open any sort of, like, wiki page, it just dies. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so we could use that weapon a little bit later, maybe. Ooh, Simon's bow blade could be fun. Yeah, not really. I guess we'll use the saw cleaver and then maybe switch to Ludwig's Holy Blade. That was literally the first ever Bloodborne weapon I ever used. Or built up to, anyways. Okay. I'm assuming my browser's going to crash here because it's freaking the hell out. Shoot, I need to look up Ludwig's Holy Blade requirements. 16 strength and 12 skill. 16 strength and 12 skill. So let's get skill up to 12. Perfect. Yeah, it's a bit of a strong weapon, but I think a lot of new players are going to be using it, so I think it balances out.
Farewell.
Bye. Bye-bye. Just long hair, but I wear it up most often. Yeah, I've always really liked the man bun style haircut. I know, like I said, I know everyone makes fun of it, but to me, I don't know. They were always cool hairstyles. I think they're associated with, like, douchebags, but as long as you're not a douchebag, who cares? We have a Demon Souls full playthrough on this channel, but I never made guides for it. No. Which I would want to do, but I'd probably want to build up to it. Just because I don't... Demon Souls, I think, is a game that not nearly as many people are playing, you know, basically. Shikage. That's the one that's like an absolute nightmare to get, right? Or is that the Rakuyo? I always get those two confused. There's one that is like a literal living nightmare to get early. It is so hard because it's in the DLC. All right, let's get past these gentlemen. Dude, oh my god! Is that gonna trigger something? Holy shit! What's this song from? Bum bum ba ba bum bum ba 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 ba. What's this song from? Oh, it's Zelda. I'm so glad I added that.
Love your videos and your streams. Keep up the good work.
Yo, thanks so much, Kodiak7918. Man, oh man, I have no clue when I added that alert, but I am so glad I made that as epic as it was. I think I was listening to the Zelda orchestral video that Nintendo put out where they have that song, which is from Skyward Sword, I think. Because I don't much like Skyward Sword. It's alright, it's solid. It's not amazing, but that song is so good. Like, Skyward Sword has such good music. Anyways, I don't know when the hell I made that alert, but I am so glad that that triggered that. Thank you so much. The extremely generous donation. Holy freaking moly. I was not expecting anything like that. That caught me completely off guard. I'm so glad you like the videos and streams. Oh my god. Holy shit. I completely forgot there's a flaming ball of fire coming towards me. Yeah, very much appreciated. Yeah. As far as videos, we'll be doing more Oblivion Remastered. I mean, we're so deep into it now that that's going to be basically the focus until it's done. A lot of Oblivion Remastered streams. I don't know if you've seen them, but they are up on the live tab and also on the third channel, which I renamed the GV Stream Archive from GV Universe, because I might as well just combine both things. And then, yeah, we'll be doing the Bloodborne thing. I also want to do Elden Ring as well, but I think I'll wait for the Tarnished Edition to come out for the Nintendo Switch 2 to give me an opportunity to play through that game again and then also guide all 50 million thousand bosses in it. So, there's some good stuff coming up. I think, as I said, if, I'm waking up and I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. I'm really feeling like I want to stream, then we will do it. And in 1 to 2 months or so, we'll probably have an actual schedule. It'll probably be relatively short compared to what it used to be, just because I was doing 6-hour streams, and I can't really do that in this day and age. But yeah, I do want to build towards a consistent schedule again. It's just going to take 1 to 3 months to basically see what we got to work with in terms of time. But thanks so much. Very much appreciated. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I don't think I ever used the Beast Claw. That one's weird. You have to get it. You have to. There's some reason I've never used it, because I've used most of the Bloodborne weapons at this point in time, and I know with the Beast Claw there's some weird thing. What's up, Fidel? Hey, GV, I don't know if you will see this, but you have genuinely helped me through the darkest days of my life, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, so I wanted to thank you. I'm so glad, Fidel. That makes me happy, man. As I've said many times, when this job really... When me and this job gel well, I think amazing magic happens. When we don't gel well, I think horrible things happen. It's always been kind of somewhere in the midst of that. And, you know, these days, I think the thing that's helped me quite a bit is meditation, to just chill me the freak out. Because before that, I can just really get into my head and kind of spiral, as I'm sure anyone with any of that sort of stuff has experienced. So I'm very glad. It's my absolute pleasure. I genuinely do love doing this stuff, but there's just certain things that are challenges for me, especially my own thoughts consuming me from the inside out. So I'm trying to work on it to basically just be, you know, somebody that can more consistently put out good stuff. But I'm so glad to have a positive effect. And thank you for telling me. The hype emoji we had on Twitch. I want to go back to multi-streaming on Twitch, by the way. So anybody that wants to watch on Twitch or use the Twitch benefits and all that stuff, I am going to do that. I just basically have to have a good hour or two to figure out multi-streaming again, because the first and second time it was a nightmare to figure out, and now, you know, every year things change basically. So I just need to get a little pocket of time to where I can fix the multi-stream basically. But yeah, I do want to stream on Twitch as well. FYI. The reskins. I probably want to do every single boss in Elden Ring. It's obviously going to be a massive undertaking, but I do want to do every single one. the ones that are just straight up copies, but still there usually are differences, so that would be the plan, yeah. Oh, the Chalice Dungeon. Yep, that would be it. We've used a Logarius wheel. That was a lot of fun. I love that weapon. It's literally just a massive wagon wheel. Where do you get the Shikage? I'm forget, because I always think of that as the Rakuyo, but the Rakuyo is the one in the pit with the shark dudes that it's like literally a nightmare to get. Yo, appreciate it, Elad. What's up, Greater Saber? That's a cool name. Prime subs, yeah, they do actually support, because it basically when Twitch pays me once a month, the Prime sub goes towards that. So yes, indeed, if you ain't using it and want to support the channel, you can subscribe on Twitch with the Prime. But soon, hopefully it will be actually usable, because I do want to multi-stream, because apparently that's just what all the kids do these days. There's no really reason not to. All right, so here's the second boss. This guy is far harder. Typically, but again, I think like I have a much easier time with this guy than I do with the Cleric Beast. The Cleric Beast is just so unpredictable. This guy is scarier, but ironically, I think he's a lot more manageable, I guess. I'm going to also equip the Tiny Music Box as well, and then I also want to equip the Hand Lantern, because I actually do like using the Hand Lantern. How do I do these again? No! Oh my god. It's like... No. There we go. Okay, so go to the Hand Lantern, press square. Okay, so let's watch the cutscene. It's pretty epic. Pretty freaking sweet. Oh, that's right, it's in the castle, yeah. Yeah, I've never used the Shika. Is that the one that... That's the one that damages you over time, right? I think that's why I don't use it, because I hate those types of effects. Yeah, the castle. Why am I forgetting what it's called? Blood something castle? Canehurst. There you go. That's right. And the Shikage slowly kills you, right? Which I always hate.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Chaos Blade, yep. Oh my god, it's Father Gascoigne. Yes, I love Sekiro, and I'm in fact way overdue. I want to guide Sekiro too. Basically, the hierarchy for me is Bloodborne, then Sekiro, until Tarnished Edition comes out for the Switch for Elden Ring, which will be the priority. But outside of that, yeah, I want to do Bloodborne, then I want to do Sekiro, because Sekiro is hard as shit. Oh yeah, no, I mean, yeah, obviously use your subs however you want. I do not deign to say, give it to me, everybody, but I'm just saying, yeah, it does support. But yeah, I want to multi-stream again. It's just a matter of setting it up, because every multi-stream thing has like some sort of negative to it. Or, you know, there's all sorts of different things with trying to set it up. All right, so basically, let's get good at fighting Gascoigne here. He shoots the blunderbuss. And the main thing with him is just parrying, basically. But I don't know what I can and cannot parry. Looks like the jump attack I cannot. Okay, swings wildly. He's got all sorts of swings. Okay, big over the head, slow swing would be good. So we cannot parry the jump attack. It looks like that would be good to parry right there. So when he jumps, I should go in on him. Okay, let's heal here. Hold on, hold on. So that was a parry, but he got me with it, which is the unfortunate thing about Bloodborne. Okay, hold on, man. I'm trying to learn you. Hold on. Keep getting the parry trigger, but there we go. And then you want to use the music box when he's in this form, right? Yeah, because he does that right there, and you can get a few free hits on him.
What's that smell? The sweet blood. Oh, it sings to me. It's enough to make a man sick.
Okay, the double swing. The double swing is good to parry, I think. Right. Oh, 1, 2. That right there. Man, he's getting with everything. Okay, the thrust would be good too. Just gotta watch out for the shots. Yeah, I gotta parry that thrust. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Ba-ba-ba. And then the werewolf form is the hard part. Can get one free hit on him there. Yep. 1, 2. Okay, just one. Okay, that God, it keeps clipping me. I'm trying to like watch his animations. Hold on, chill. 1, 2. Okay, the big long animation is what we want to punish. 1, 2. Jump attack, can't punish. Right into another attack. My God, everything's so aggressive in this game. Ba-ba-ba. Oh, yeah, okay. So he does a quick one, and then he does like a longer one. Now, what happens if you use the music box in this phase? Oh, he does. Oh, look at that. Okay, so first and second phase. But doesn't it do something bad? I thought like he transforms earlier or something. Yeah, nice thrusts. Okay. Over the head swing, over the head swing. Jump attack, but then right into another thing, right? Yep. You can get him once there. Okay, now he transforms, and if we're too close, he hits you, right? And when he jumps up, that's the scary part, right there. Okay, so then he does like a forward dash. Now you can still parry him in this mode, and the music box does nothing, right? Oh my God, these graves, man. Literally the worst thing of this fight is those stupid graves everywhere just blocking you. That's the only, like, actual... I mean, it's a tough fight, but that's the only thing that's genuinely terrible. It's only in transformed mode? The double swing, you mean, with the axe? Want to follow along the Oblivion Remastered playthrough of my own playthrough, but been playing Skyrim Nulvis Awakening mod pack lately, so no time with that big playthrough. What is that? I have not even heard of that. Yeah. A lot of people do, like, they play the, their own playthrough with the playthrough that I do. So, if you ever get to the point where we get to the Shivering Isles, that would be the time where, yeah, there's, like, 4 live streams we do. And there's an episode, I think it'll be 116, where I mentioned, like, hey, I just did 4 live streams where we got all the little grindy type things. So, if you ever get to that spot, just know that, yeah, you can watch some live streams if you want. But that's obviously not for everybody, because live streams are kind of boring sometimes. Shows them traveling west. Oh my God, I would love that, yeah. Like a Journey to the West type situation. Yeah, that honestly would be a perfect follow-up, depending on the ending you get in Sekiro, I guess. Wait, where am I going? I go this way. What's the best gun to use with Logarius's wheel? I mean, the Hunter's Pistol just never really gets beaten out, right? Because it's so quick to parry. I feel like nothing, unless you're going specifically for, like, gun builds, I feel like the Hunter's Pistol just kind of carries you through the entire game if you're using it as a parry weapon, right? Ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba. How dare you? Adios, Puchiha. Drive safe, mister. Thoughts on the monkey punch? Do you mean like the monkey sake in Sekiro? Or do you mean in this game? Because if you mean in this game, I don't know what you're talking about. But in Sekiro, you can get monkey sake. But it's not called monkey punch. Yeah, what do you mean? What are you referring to? Chicago Blood Drain? 3,500 mod pack like Lorim, but a different and more fantasy. Like, ooh. I've wanted to do like mod showcases like that because I love stuff like that. Like everything they added in Anniversary Edition, basically. It's just the time. It's always the time. It's like there's too many things that I want to do. But that sounds fun. Yeah, anything that adds more fantasy to things is usually my jam. I am all about the fantasy. Can you send that wheel down? Oh my God! Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. a Morrowind playthrough, and as a pure mage, it's actually been really fun. The Bound Dagger spell in that game is pretty OP. Pure mage in Morrowind. I think we tried that like one time. I just don't really know how the magic system works is the problem with me in Morrowind. Oblivion and Skyrim I get completely. But in Morrowind... No, it's actually relatively easy, though. You have to equip everything, I think, is the annoying part. But yeah, that sounds fun. If I ever do a full, like, Morrowind playthrough again, I'll probably go mage, honestly. Actually, what was the last thing that we did? We did a huge playthrough, like, maybe, like, 4 or 5 years ago or so. We did, like, everything in it. Whoop! Gotcha. An IRL monkey. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Punch the Monkey. I love that little thing. Oh my god, I don't know much about it. I guess it's like a worldwide thing right now, but I've seen like 2 videos pop up that I've shown Cindy, and that little monkey is the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my whole life. The first video I saw, the monkeys were bullying him, and then he like ran to like a plushie and held it for comfort. It was like, oh my god. It's like literally, I couldn't even stand how like adorable that was. And then the second one was, I think he was getting rescued by a monkey. It looks like, yeah, I guess monkeys are just assholes, I guess, and they constantly bully each other. And like don't accept you or whatever. So he's adorable. I wish they would leave him alone. They're such assholes to him. It's really mean. Daggerfall playthrough. Yeah, we did a little bit of Unity Daggerfall. I really enjoyed it, but it's the type of thing where it's like an old-ass game, and I knew exactly what would happen, and then it happened. It's like we got poisoned, and it's just like I don't know how to cure it, and it's just dying and dying and dying, having a curse save where like I can't get rid of the poison. I'm like... It's like every time I go back and play a really old game, it's something like that just always happens, because they're designed that way. So, yes, I did love my time with Daggerfall Unity. I guess I would just have to read like a full-on beginner's guide though, because like that type of shit turns me off of games so quick where it's just like, oh cool, I have, you know, my leg's falling off and I have no idea how to cure it, and the game doesn't really tell you because you're supposed to read the manual back when you had the physical edition. So yeah, I want to. I just would probably have to read a beginner's guide, basically. Uses a dashboard and completely overhauls the combat. Ooh. High-end PC. Oh, God. Yeah, my PC, unfortunately, is probably outdated at this point, so I don't know if I'd be able to run it. But it does sound like my jam. I'll say that much. All right. So let's learn him a little bit. So, tiny music box will stun him, which should be mentioned. He'll start to go like this, and we can get like 1, 2, 3 free hits in. Now, you can't spam it. I think it goes on cooldown, right? So then the other thing is parrying his attacks. He's super weak to. That right there could be parried. Yeah, the only other thing is stupid gravestones everywhere that really makes this hard. All right, so let's try playing this again now. And he actually... Wow, okay, so that cooldown is really low. Okay, so Blunderbuss doesn't much matter. Doesn't deal too much damage. So we'll see if he attacks here. Okay, perfect parry, great. So I guess I could say that, you know, kind of walking away from him, just wait for the parries to trigger, get a free attack in as well. You just got to keep aware of your space. That's the only difficult thing here. Okay. The drag is great to parry. Yeah, but he freaking gets the hit every time at the last possible second. Ba 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 ba. Okay, what else you got? Swing overhead, swing overhead. Different animations though. Swing overhead, swing overhead. Oh my god. Okay, that was a little missed time. Now he's in second phase, so I'm gonna play the thing again. Triggers it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can go for 4 hits there. Oh my god, he's already... Okay. Yeah, because I think he early transforms if you spam it. And then you can still parry his stuff here. Jesus Christ. Hold on, you asshole! I need to learn you. Stop just... Everything in Bloodborne is so angry all of the time. Jesus Christ! Hold on! Okay. That was a parry there, but we just keep getting hit. What? How? Literally in front of him dodging, and I'm still ending up in front of him somehow. Okay, Okay, I don't think the music box works when he transforms, but I want to see. Does nothing, right? Oh, it does do so. What? Man, I did not know how this was. Okay, so that actually is worth to use. Hold on, you literal asshole. I can't even move. You stun lock. I need to learn you. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just so aggressive, man. I don't want to waste all my blood vials loading him either, but I'm just taking so many hits. Oh my god, I just can't like recover to learn, you know? Hold on, dude, hold on. Now if I play this again, I think he gets stunned again, right? My reaction speeds are like so bad with this guy right now. Yeah, I'm just like getting thrown around here. This is the type of thing that's like annoying to guide because it's like you're trying to just watch and react to what he's doing, but he just doesn't stop. So once you just get hit once, you can't really like recover. You're just trapped for a little bit. Okay, but that's the process of learning. We just gotta get good. That's all that it is. What's up? All my NPC battles. Which capture card to use, and would you recommend it? I am using the same thing I've been using for 1,000 years at this point, which is the Elgato HD Capture S. I think it's called the Elgato HD S. It's like a really old device, but basically it just hooks up to my PC. Hooks up to my PC and basically lets me attach my PS5 to it and then kind of capture the gameplay pretty much. I would recommend it, but it's so old at this point that I guarantee there's got to be a better way to do it, I'm assuming. But it works for me. I mean, until I need to upgrade, there's not really any reason to switch it out. If I had like 4K monitors and wanted to upgrade that or, you know, record that, I probably would upgrade. But yeah, I would say there's probably some new current thing that I don't know about that's much better and current to record gameplay off of a console that you're better off going towards, I would think. It has Ultimate, Ultra, and Redux, which gives some PC spec options. Redux is for lower end hardware. Okay. The first Skyrim mod that I need to like actually play that I would probably play if I had time to would be the Legacy of the Dragonborn, because that one actually adds new stuff, doesn't it? Like, doesn't Legacy of the Dragonborn add like new quests and things, and it's like basically just hunting for all the unique stuff? Which is absolutely... How dare you? Oh my god, you guys are being so annoying! Oh, no, 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 no. Bloodborne is always like this, where if you give them 1 little inch, they will take 50 miles. Leave me alone, please. Anyways, yeah, I want to do Legacy of the Dragonborn, because as far as I know, it's like a museum where you get all the normal uniques, but then you also get new stuff. As far as I know, right? I think that's the big classic Skyrim mod that I haven't played yet, that everybody loves. Whoop. You gonna shove me? Do something. Whoop. Gotcha. That's the annoying thing about Bloodborne is like you always you get these parries, but then you also get hit, so then you can't like follow up on it. It's really frustrating. Oh, it has that full mod. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm going to make a note to look it up then, because I'm actually curious about it. Skyrim Novice. I'll see. I think my computer's still powerful. It's just pretty outdated at this point. I would probably need to upgrade at some point in the next X years, you know? Alright, so let's try to learn this guy. The first and second phase or whatever, but it's the third phase that is like, it's so aggressive, man. He just doesn't stop attacking. Okay, let's grab these blood echoes too. Yoink. Alright. So, if he stops shooting, I can play this. And he freaks out, and then we can get 1 to 3 hits in. 1, 2, 3. We try to dash the blunderbuss shots, and then he just constantly attacks. We cannot follow up on the jump attack. I can't believe he keeps hitting me with that. For the love of God, I'm literally on the ground getting hit, and you still hit me. You're such an asshole. Alright. So that we could parry. It's just hard to tell, like, the jump attack. Yeah, it's hard to tell, like, the jump attack from everything else. That's the main challenge here. Ba-ba-ba. That dragging hitbox is so massive. I could be in the next state over and he still hits me with that shit. God. Alright, come on. No. You son of a bitch! Just let me get a clean parry. He just won't do it. Every parry I get, he's like, no, I hit you too. Alright, let's back up a little bit. Yeah, that drag is great to parry. The problem is it just has such a large hitbox. Okay, I was going to say, that's a good parry right there. And then as he's getting hit away, 1, 2, 3. Ooh. You stupid grave. Okay, that's a double swing. We're going to heal. I was going to say, that's going to be a good parry right there. Good. Now he's definitely going to transform here. I'm going to hit him 1, 2, 3. It's transforming now. Once he transforms, I'm going to play the music box. Doesn't trigger, though. Now it triggers. Okay, so we got to be careful with that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we just want to go for a parry. Beautiful. And that right there probably would kill him. So that was a pretty good fight. You son of a bitch. Those back-to-back, like, jump attacks are brutal, man. Okay. So I think we got our strategy pretty much down. 1, 2, 3. Three big swipes. Dash into him there. Yep. Try to stay behind him if we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he does the kick, doesn't he? 1, 2. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he kicks, but he's not doing it. I just want to get one more parry to feel like I'm confident here. Beautiful. Yeah, I think we got it. I'm gonna play the music box again. Does he trigger again? Or is it only once? Whoop. Here, let's play it. Does he trigger again? I swear he does a kick after this, doesn't he? But he's just not doing it. Whoa! Whoop! Pop! Pop! Alright. I think we got it. Go ahead and kill me. I was also thinking of upgrading, but RAM and SSD prices in stock are disgusting. Yeah, it's why these days, like, if I can make it work on PS5, I'm just doing that. My PC is just a work PC most of the time now, except for stuff like Silksong and things like that, that I know my PC is fine with. I will have to upgrade probably within the next 3 years, but just putting it off because everything's so damn expensive these days, you know? Everything's just a lot of money. I would watch videos before downloading just to see if you like the new combat and leveling system. Also requires a bit of space and can only be downloaded and played on an SSD. Ugh. Yeah, that was the issue with Fallout London. Was I think I had to have it on an SSD and I like did not have space for it. Yeah, I'll watch videos. I'm curious about the combat, basically, because that's my big thing with Skyrim is that I think it's honestly a relatively perfect game for what it is. The only issue is that the warrior trees need a little bit of a buff in terms of, you know, some combat mechanics, basically. So, yeah, I do want to see how that looks. Okay, I'm going to make a guide for Mr. Gascoigne now, folks. So I will return after the guide is guided. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, B. Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to another Bloodborne guide. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Father Gascoigne. This assumes you've kind of explored the area and unlocked all the shortcuts that you can, at least to get to him, and then we'll talk about the strategy. This guy is the first big wall for a lot of people. He is very difficult. What I'm using here is just the saw cleaver, I think unupgraded. You could definitely upgrade by this point, but I'm not doing that just to kind of show you what it's like with kind of mainly baseline stuff, although we are level 18 just from exploration and things like that. So yeah, once you have unlocked the shortcuts in this first zone, basically I'll show you how to get over to him. There's a guy right here, so kill that guy, and then also make sure to check if they have blood vials and or bullets. Extremely helpful, especially bullets for Father Gascoigne. Very, very, very helpful, because he is extremely weak to parries, just like these guys right here. You can parry them, and they take massive damage. So these guys drop blood vials. Always good to kind of farm them as you're going up to Father Gascoigne. Because, yeah, you need a lot of bullets. You need a lot of blood vials because this guy will destroy you. Basically, he is a 3-phase fight. He will just attack you with the small version of the Hunter's Axe. Then he will attack you with the two-handed version. And then he will transform into a big, scary werewolf. Now, you'll notice here I also have the tiny music box. Basically, if you explore this area, you'll find two girls, one like up a ladder and one down a ladder. The girl will give you the tiny music box as part of her quest. It's not necessary, and I've never really done it all that much, but if you play the tiny music box in like the first and third phases, you can do it in the second too, but I think it actually hurts you because he transforms quicker, I believe, into the werewolf. Which is tougher. He will be stunned. So you can use the tiny music box. I would probably say like once in phase 1 and then like maybe like once in phase 3. I don't think you want to use it in phase 2 just because, yeah, like I said, I think he transforms quicker into the wolf. And if you're more comfortable fighting the wolf, I mean, go for it. Also, these guys are a little bit scary. We're going to wait for that goodness gracious great ball of fire to come down. And then kill this guy here. Basically just showing you the way to get to this guy. Also, that ladder will take you up to this as well. But to my left is the shortcut. Okay, and then Father Gascoigne is basically up these stairs and to the left here. And yeah, the thing with Gascoigne, he's just so aggressive. He is a very, very, very aggressive boss. And that's really the challenge. Now, you can match him on aggression, but it's a little sloppy. So I'm probably not going to be using that strategy. What I like to do is give him his space and know when I can go for a parry, and then that's when I parry. And that's kind of his biggest weakness because he just does so many attacks that you can hit the left trigger if you have the Hunter's Pistol, and then parry him, and then you'll just open him up to tons of damage. Also, Molotovs, really good. I think when he's in his beast form, Molotovs deal a ton of damage because it's fire damage, and I think beasts just hate fire. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and fight him. Let's give it a shot. All right, so make sure to grab your blood echoes if you need to. Did I not grab them? No, I did. They didn't disappear for some reason. Now, the other thing with this fight that's really annoying is that the graves will block you. It's so frustrating. Everyone's been there where the graves will just block you, and then, you know, see right there, parry, perfect timing, bam, go up. And once he's, like, getting shoved away, you can get, like, usually 1 to 2 more hits on him, just like that. Oof. Right into that axe drag, though. That axe drag attack, by the way, just keep in mind that thing has an insanely large range. It is very scary. Now, like I said, these gravestones being everywhere is what's really annoying. Sometimes you're going to have to lock off and lock on, vice versa. In order to... Yeah, see, I'm already getting, like, blocked by these stupid gravestones. My god. It's honestly the hardest thing about this fight, is dealing with the gravestones. Okay, so, when he... I'm gonna wait to see what he does. Big mistake. You don't want to parry the jump attack. Also, I played the music box, so now he gets stunned. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 free hits or so. I'm trying to get away from him because I want to go for a parry here. Now, we're going to watch what he does. You don't want to parry the jump attack. You will get destroyed. If you see the blunderbuss shot coming, you can dodge it. Yeah, don't want to parry that. Sometimes he'll follow it up too, so you got to be careful. Okay, a little off on that parry there. Basically just looking for parries is what I'm doing. Now, if he does jump, you can go in, but as you can see, I kind of overcommitted. Almost got hit, but I didn't. I'm going to run away and heal. Okay. Now he's in his two-handed axe form. So same sort of thing. He will follow up the jump attack now, so watch out for that as well. And same sort of thing. We're just going to look for a parryable attack. A little off on that parry there. Okay, little off here. Trying to look for a good opportunity. We've only got 8 bullets left. Here, let's watch him. Oof, a little off there again. I keep missing my parry timing here. Let's back up because we need some space. I'm going to heal once as well. And when he does that big charge up, that's a great time to parry as well. But the challenge here is obviously just getting used to his animations and knowing when to go in and to not go in. So I'm just looking for something that is an attack that I can parry, but yeah, my timing is just awful right now. Stupid graves everywhere. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's go over here. It's a bit of a rough fight thus far. Okay. Trying to just look for the big wind-up, basically. Now, when he does that roll attack, you can also get some free hits in there as well. Yeah, I'm just basically looking for the big wind-up so that I know... Right there. Beautiful. I knew that was coming. Okay, so he is going to transform very soon here. Keep in mind, if you do have Molotovs, you can deal some big damage to him. Ugh, did not want to get hit. No!
Too proud to show your true face, eh? But a sporting hunt it was.
God, it's like the 1, 2, 3 punch that gets you. It's like we were doing pretty well until that moment. So I'm going to keep that intro in, and then we'll just restart the fight here. It's just that 1, 2, 3 punch, man, when you're trying to get away from him, and then you get stuck on one of them graves. All right. So, yeah, back in the... Oh, man, I need more. Do we have any blood? That is rough. I need some more bullets. That ate up all my bullets. Come on, give me some bullets. Okay, we'll fight these guys in here for some bullets. That middle guy usually gives you some. This guy right here. Boppity, boppity. Thank you. See, we need to farm that guy every time we come back to this. I don't think I need the blood vials as much. It's just the bullets. And these guys don't drop bullets either. Excuse me. Whoop! You son of a... Excuse me. Whoop. I also should have mentioned you should step off of this platform and then re-step onto it to trigger it again. So that goes away. We step on this. And I think we're going to be aggressive with this great ball of fire now because I can duck into the side thing here. Whoop! Come on, light it. Come on, light it. I still to this day don't know what triggers that stupid ball. Sometimes it just takes so long for him to trigger it. Ah! I didn't grow up with Resident Evil, but these days I love the modern Resident Evil. So yeah, I do want to play the new one. I just kind of didn't prepare for it, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. All right, so we're still recording, so let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so as the fight starts, make sure to immediately grab your blood echoes. I'm going to try to find where they are. There they are. Very, a little difficult to see in Bloodborne specifically. Okay, so basically what you want to do with this guy, whenever you see him shooting like this, you can side, dodge. He'll just sometimes spam it and spam it and spam it. Now, when he attacks normally, that is when you want to go for parries. If he does a jump attack, you cannot get the parry. So keep that in mind. The axe grind is good to parry as well, and when he does the jump attack, I'm going to try to go in, but unfortunately he just keeps swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging because Father Gascoigne is so aggressive. All right, so we're going to try to... Oh, man, I thought that was a parry right there. Yeah, so my strategy for this guy is basically just fishing for parries pretty much, because that is kind of his big weakness. You also got to watch out for these gravestones literally everywhere that constantly stop you. So let's lock onto him again. We're going to see what he does. Okay, my parry timing is a little off here. Okay, we're going to go in here. Let's see. Okay, just looking for an attack that I can parry whilst also not getting stuck on the gravestones, whilst also dodging the bullets. Which, yeah, like I said, sometimes people just go and go, go. So unfortunately there. All right, we're going to reset. That was nasty. Nasty opening. Kill me, please.
Too proud to show your true face, eh? But a sporting hunt it was.
But a sporting hunt it was.
Yeah, I want to do Resident Evil 9. I just, like I said, I didn't really, when I like saw that it was coming out, I was like, what, already? I was kind of blindsided by it, so I can't really commit to it, but I definitely am interested in it for sure. I would check out Lore Rim because the combat and leveling is the same as Novice, but it gives a few extra choices in terms of setting up a specific build with 2 beginning perks and such. Okay, I'm going to write that down because I've definitely heard of Lore Rim too. Obviously, I'm not the mod guy. But, yeah, Lore Rim I know for a fact I've heard before. I'm going to look up both of these after the stream. Skyrim Novice and Skyrim Lore Rim. Because it could be fun. There's just so much stuff I want to do all the time, man. But it's like, so many of these things are so large. So freaking excited for RE9. Do we know anything interesting about, like, the premises or anything? I don't really know anything about it. I know Leo is in it. Leon. I just called him Leo. Jesus. I know Leon is in it for, like, the first time in, like, 1,000 years. Is that really all we know about it? Oh, the Wabbajack. Yeah. I've heard of the Wabbajack as the mod system or whatever you call it. Goes on some big sale. Wait, what is that? Resident Evil? I did watch Camelworks vid. Yes, I watched the whole explanation. I'm still really confused. Is there an answer on this? Because I was talking with you little punks. Get away from me. My God. I was talking with Cindy, like, I don't really understand what happened. I'm kind of just super confused. So he was moving. He lost his phone. Someone accessed his phone in that time, and when he got it back, he had broken YouTube terms of service, so they basically, like, terminated his Google account? Like, I'm so confused. What happened? Because to me, it was presented like, you know, he lost his phone, it was gone for, like, whatever, then his friend called it, he was able to find it again. Was he saying somebody, like, found it and did something bad on it? Or like he just found it and then for some reason his Google account was deleted. Because I'm like, wouldn't the phone just sit there and like nothing would happen? I that's the part I was like super like, what? Like, how did this happen? To obviously like avoid it for any other YouTubers. All right, let's try this again. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so when the fight starts, make sure to grab your Blood Echoes. Gascoigne is incredibly aggressive. He will just not stop attacking. Now, right off the bat, where the hell is he? It's also sometimes to even find and lock onto him. The other thing is the gravestones are literally everywhere, and they will block you like nobody's business. Now, here I'm going to look for a parry. Okay, he kind of tricked me with the bullet. Okay, a couple of hits there. I need to get away, though, because you'll get stopped on the graves no matter what. All right, let's see what he does. See, the problem with Gascoigne is that you need to go for a parry, but if he does a jumping attack, you're basically just screwed. Because you cannot parry the jump attack, and then he'll basically just hit you, and yeah. So the tricky part is pretty much figuring out when he's doing a normal attack that you can parry, and then not trying to parry when he does a jumping attack like that right there. Because if he does that, you're in a bad situation. Now, the other thing is if we use the tiny music box, he's going to freak out here. Watch. See that? So we can hit him 1, 2, 3, and even 4 times for free with the tiny music box. Isn't that nice? Okay, now I'm going to watch him. Basically trying to look for a good parry situation here. That would have been great right there, but it's the mental thing. Ugh, it's the jumping attack that kind of ruins everything. Now, don't freak out. Sometimes you want to unlock from him. You know, stop locking on, so that you can navigate the gravestones and then kind of relock onto him. Okay, let's watch him here. I need him to not do a jumping attack. Okay, 1, 2. After he does do a jumping attack, if you roll into it, you can punish him as well. Okay, see, it's just that jumping attack that really throws everything off. All right, and then the grinding attack is really good to punish, but unfortunately, my parries are just like a second off each time. All right, let's watch him again. So now he's in phase 2 already. So in phase 2, he uses the two-handed axe. I'm going to heal here once. Oh my god, that thing has an insane range on it too. Now, see right there, he just winded up for forever and then swung. That's where we want to punish. We want to wait for him to do the big wind-up and then shoot him during that. So we're watching him here. You can also parry him during these times as well. But basically, I'm just watching him right here. So boom, I knew that was going to trigger the parry. So I can dash in, get a big hit on him. I'm going to dash in again. 1, 2, and then back away. So a lot of hit and run attacks really work well on this guy. Let's heal up here again. Okay, there's the jump attack, which now he follows up with a thrust. Okay, so I'm just watching him. What I'm looking for is that big wind-up so that I can punish it. There it is. Bam. Knew that's going to be a parry. Beautiful. And you can see when you parry him like this, you're going to take him into the final phase with very low HP too, which is super nice. So here he goes. He's going to transform. Now I'm going to back away. I'm going to watch what he does. Oh my god, he's still got me. Yeah, so this is the nightmare of the third phase, is he is just so incredibly aggressive. I'm going to run up here and heal. I need to heal twice now. And we're going to watch him. We're going to roll forward. I'm going to play the tiny music box now. And he's going to go crazy for a little bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Beautiful. Now, you can also parry him while he's in this form. You just got to be careful, because when he does the jumps, he will close the gap extremely quickly. All right, let's see what he does, because we can go for a parry here, too. Just got to be careful. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then sometimes he follows that up with a kick as well. Okay, we're going to roll forward. There he is. 1. Okay. That forward jump is the scariest thing. Okay, I'm going to shoot him once. Beautiful. Knew that was going to be a parry. Saw the wind-up coming. He's at 1 hit if he's not dead right now, and he is dead. Whew! Pretty clean fight there. We get the Uden Tomb Key as well. Yeah, pretty clean fight there. This can just get out of hand so quickly. So there's a lot of things to talk about after that fight now. Like I said, if you get the tiny music box, it's not necessary. And actually, this is the first time I've ever even really used it, because it's just kind of weird how the mechanics work. But I like to use it like once in the first phase and then once in the third phase. I believe if you use it in the second phase, it will trigger his transformation early, and his werewolf form is really the hardest form. So you can see you get a couple of free hits if you use that like twice. And then basically, yeah, he's super duper prone to parries. Basically, anytime he does a big deliberate axe swing, you want to try to time the L2 to shoot him, and then you can get in there and deal some big damage. And then also just watch out for those jump attacks, because if he tricks you into trying to parry when he does a jump attack, that's really the difficult part. And then in that third phase, he just goes insanely aggressive, but you kind of want to see him jump super high up, because then you can just go straight and you'll know that he will go past you. The really tough thing in that final phase is he'll just constantly jump forward at you like Wolverine, and if he just catches you in that loop, it's so hard to get out of it. And then the other thing is, yeah, the freaking tombstones, man. Oh my god. It's like the most annoying thing, because you'll just get stuck constantly. So sometimes you have to lock onto him and then stop locking onto him, and then, you know, kind of try to navigate the tombstones to where you're in a safe distance. And then the last tip, I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not, use the oil urns and the Molotovs. Probably just the Molotovs, because you probably can't throw the oil and then the Molotov. It's going to be too difficult because he's so fast. But the Molotovs in his werewolf phase deal massive damage. So if you want to go that route, go that route. I just try not to do consumables and stuff, because I try to show the fight just with melee, basically. But there you go. Hope this guide helped. This guy is a nightmare to deal with, especially when you're new to this game. Thanks so much for watching, and subscribe for more. Bye! Oh, Gascoigne, why are you so scary? Why are you so scary? Ba-ba-ba. Okay. It was a pretty good fight. Would like my parries to be a bit cleaner. But, you know. Anyways, yeah, about the camera works thing. Like I said, that was the only part that was confused. I mean, it sounds like a horrible nightmare, but I'm like, what happened to trigger this? Because I was just really confused as to what, like, because like I said, he said he was moving. He, like, lost his phone for 1 to 3 days or something, and then, like, his friend found it when he called it. But how did someone get into the phone? Like, I was so confused. And then how did that, like, break Google's terms of service or whatever? You know what I mean? So that's the part that I was not too sure of. I have played, yeah, I played all the modern Resident Evils, starting with like Resident Evil 2 Remake, and then 3 Remake, and then 4 Remake, and then Village, and then 7. I think I started with 7, and I loved all the modern Resident Evil so much. In fact, to the point where I'm like, shit, I kind of do want to play the new one. Ugh, there's so many things on my plate. Also, red jeweled brooch here, by the way. That's where you get the thing for the girl quest, by the way. Yeah, I loved Village. Village was so cool. I think I platinumed it, too. Or maybe, like, every trophy except for the arcade one or something. I feel like that was the case. Somebody so that's the part that I'm really confused at. Someone got his phone, tampered with it, and then sent it back? Like, when do thieves, like, send stuff back? That's so weird. Oh, what's up, Dire Wolf? Will you be playing Lords of the Fallen 2? I'll look at it. I'll be honest, I kind of hated Lords of the Fallen, the last one, because I know there's one before that, too. I kind of hated Lords of the Fallen. I was not a fan of that game, really, at all. So, maybe? Maybe. I'm not really a fan of that series. It had some really cool stuff in it, but it was also incredibly frustrating as a game, I remember. Do I want to level this up so it takes, what, one of these? And we have 3 total. So I think I want to hold on to that then. Yeah. Let's go ahead and level up now. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Leon returns. Grace, the MC, besides Leon, is the daughter of an RE Outbreak character? What the hell? Yeah, I'm curious. They've had a really good string of games, man. I'm definitely interested in it.
Welcome. What is...
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to do something. Because, I mean, this Bloodborne guiding playthrough was always a thing of like, well, if there's something else we could do, we could do that, and then kind of come back to it over time, you know?
Very well. Let me...
So I don't know. Could be our first streamed playthrough. Coming back to streamed playthroughs, you know what I mean? Let's go... Endurance, and then strength a little bit. Yeah.
Farewell, good hunt.
Bye! Now, when's the next boss? Is it Amelia? I'm trying to remember the layout of this game now. So we go, and then we can intentionally get killed to fight that other boss, but that's really hard early. Then there's Amelia. Is it BSB? It's BSB, isn't it? I always get confused at this part. Because you have to kill BSB to open up the way without paying the 10k blood echoes. So I think it's BSB next. Can you go to Witches of Hemwick? Because that's relatively easy. We could knock out one more before we end the stream. Could you go da 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 da? Can you fight Witches of Hemwick right now? Trying to remember. RE9 playthrough? Could happen. I don't want to commit to it just now because it'd be the type of thing where... It's the type of thing where, like, I would want to consistently play it like we did with Village when it first came out. And then if some, like, voice acting thing happens where I just can't, like, go live for a while, then that's going to suck. I'll think about it. I'll say that much. Like, I've 100%ed, or at least, like, did everything in of value. Every Resident Evil since 7. So, yeah, I do love them. And if it's a good game... I've just been burned so many times recently, man. Like, Code Vein 2 bought full price, and then it's just like, it sucks. And I'm like, ugh, it feels so terrible. Like, when you think a game's going to be good, and then it's just not. Which, Resident Evil has been great for a good long time now. I'm just like... I don't know. I've just been burned a lot recently with, like, buying full price games. And they're so expensive now, man. It's like it's $80 after everything is said and done. Like, what are we doing? Whoop! Oh, God. I have no more bullets. Whoops. Okay, hold on. Hold on, big boy. Oh, look at you go. You're so strong. What a strong man you are. Oh, so strong. Anyways, I'll say that. I'll think about it because it comes out in, like, 3 days, right? So I'll think about it, and if I can make it work, I'll try to make it work. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. And who knows? There could be some guide potential there, too, if there's some weird shit. Skyrim mod packs are very overwhelming, so only play if you don't have anything else to play. Yeah, I know. That's always the thing. Although, with, like, Why Not Wednesdays, there's always an opening each Wednesday for, like, some random thing, you know? And there is the Patreon channel, too, which is basically, like, where everything else goes. So, I don't know. But, Yen, you see me. You don't have to do that horrible yowling. You see me. You can come here. I wonder, cat psychology-wise, like, what goes on with them? Because it's always when she's got a toy out. She brings a toy out of the toy box, she puts it down in front of her, and then she just goes, "Rawr, rawr," for, like, forever. And, like, it's specifically because she, like, wants to be around me or something, because she looks at me, and then she does it. But it's only with the toy. And I'm just like, you can bring the toy in the office? What are you doing? I'm curious if people have figured out what's going on with the cat psychology there. Has becoming a voice actor impacted how you play D&D? Yeah, 1000%, which actually we're doing a one-shot this Saturday. I'm so excited for. I'm playing a mobster changeling assassin. The actual class is a arcane trickster rogue, but yes, 1000%, because basically one of the biggest things with voice acting that I learned, like I said, was just owning it, like stop being so in your head about stuff, just go for it. A huge tip that I got was like, and I love this tip so much, it's like, if you think you're going too big, you're probably not, because it's just captivating voice work, right? But in your head, you might think like, oh, this is like so fake, I'm like over the top, it's not really realistic. But a lot of the time, it's just like, hey, if it sounds good, people like to hear it, you know? So what I'm saying is, learning that with voice acting, it's been a thing, like, so now when I go to D&D, I'm not so much in my head about like, oh, this is going to be cringe, this is going to sound stupid. I just go for it. I just do the voice that I think will fit, and, you know, sometimes I'm still cringy, sometimes I'm still in my head about it, but when you have the confidence to just do it, it makes the performance a million times stronger, and I think that's a thing that anybody with, like, any level of anxiety struggles with when getting into sort of, God, can you chill, any sort of performative thing. So yeah, that's the main thing. And then obviously, you know, the range, like working on my vocal control and range over time and stuff like that obviously helps too. But as any voice actor will tell you, it's more about like the acting component than just like having the control to convey it, as opposed to just doing a wacky voice. Like, that's all well and good, but it has to be consistent, you know? Okay, I found the brooch.
Hello, Mr. Hunter. Still can't find my mum.
Give her red jeweled brooch. Now, there's a branching part with this. I think it's fine to give her the brooch here. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on what reward you get.
Mr. Hunter, was it really her?
Oh, this is the part, yeah.
Mummy, don't leave me alone.
I think, yeah, you can tell her something here specifically, can't you? Yeah, I forget how this branches out, because I think you can fight Blood-Starved Beast first. You can also fight Dark Beast Parl. You can also fight Vicar Amelia. I'm just wondering, can you go to the Witches of Hemwick? Oh, wait, yeah, because you go to the Vicar Amelia and then you go left, but do you need a thing? Because witches are easy. They're a gimmick boss. I know. The fact that games are $80 now, and then, like, Code Vein 2, I was like, oh, I loved Code Vein 1. Code Vein 2 will probably be fun to guide, and it was just, like, slop. It was okay, but it was just, like, slop. And I was like, ugh. So now I'm just out $80. I'll probably finish it, but it's just, like, I don't know. It was not nearly as good as Code Vein 1, in my experience. Yeah, exactly. Team Cherry, the freaking goats, man. I remember when I saw that Silksong was going to be $20, and I was like, oh, so it's probably a much shorter game than Hollow Knight. That's fine. And then it's like, nope, it's around the same size, or at least majorly significant regardless. And I was like, oh my god, they're such goats for just charging. I mean, they honestly could have charged $40. I would have been happy to pay that. The fact that they charged $20 is insane to me. They're one of my favorite game companies ever, just for that reason alone. Can't you do something here? You might have to reset the zone. That might be what you have to do. There's also her sister down here. I think you do have to reset the zone. Oh, wait. That's right. You can just quit out. That's how these older games were. So we're going to quit and reset the zone by restarting it. Voice act just to make my D&D more fun. Yeah, we've got a guy in my group who is interested in voice acting. Same exact thing as me, basically, before like I started doing it for the monies. No, not play online, damn it. No. Continue. Yeah, we've got a guy in my group that's like really good at it. Same thing as me. Like I think he's just such a natural at it. Like he loves to do it and stuff like that. And he's just so good. He could just do it. You know, he's playing a werewolf, or he was in one of the recent campaigns that we just ended. He was playing a werewolf that kind of like the old London accent, and he just does it perfectly. So it really does impact D&D sessions extremely well if you get into it. No response. Okay, so I think now what that did was she goes to search for her mummy. Yeah, this ends really macabre, by the way, just in case anybody cares. Doesn't she say something?
Wretched outsider. Trying to fool heaven.
Oh, that's right. I know what I'm getting confused at. So this is just some random NPC. They don't matter at all. But up there, that changes later. I think once you tell her that her mom was found by Gascoigne, which, by the way, lore-wise, it's really depressing. Basically, what it means was I think Father Gascoigne is confirmed to be her dad, which is why if you use the music box that she gives you, he gets stunned because he's remembering his daughter. So then he also killed their mom, I believe, which is why he's got the red brooch near him. And that's because he, like, killed their mom and went crazy. Pretty much. So then if you go tell her that, I think that's what happens, right? If you go tell her that and come down to this pig, doesn't killing the pig trigger the next thing, or no? Oh, look at you. Toxic breath. Just going to shove my hand right up in there. Don't mind me. Whoop. Just checking your prostate. Yeah, maybe? No? Wait. Yes. Okay, red messenger ribbon, yeah. So basically she goes to search for her mom, and then this pig eats her, and then you get like her ribbon. So super macabre, depressing story there. But there's another thing too. I think like somebody replaces her. I forget how that works. But anyways, that's like a little side quest thing for her. Okay, now let's get up out of here. Get on. Get on. Are you playing Bloodborne on PlayStation? Yes, this is on a PS5, but I'm playing with my original Bloodborne disc for the PS4. Pretty much. Really enjoyed DMing, which gives a lot of opportunities for voices. I am not the lore guy. I'm the exact opposite. Yeah, I've never DM'd yet, and it's mainly just because I don't... For me, it's like I feel like I don't know enough about the mechanics, but I mean, honestly, like, I'm learning more and more. It doesn't really matter. Like, as long as you can, you know, learn on the fly or whatever, you're usually pretty fine. How do I get back? This way? Let's just go back this way. So, yeah, I would love to DM. I'm definitely going to, like, work towards it for sure and, like, eventually plunge into it. Because, you know, I've definitely got that performer... love doing different voices type thing, obviously. So, yeah, I will for sure DM at some point. I think for me it's the responsibility. I don't like the responsibility of having to, like, make the world and then having to, like, prepare each session, all that sort of stuff. That's the stuff that I don't like. As all my, like, friends that DM will tell you, like, they spend so much time, you know, preparing all that stuff. And I'm just like, I'm such a procrastinator, like, in school and stuff, so... That's the only part that I'm not into. But the performative Matthew Mercer / Brennan Lee Mulligan type thing, now that's my jam. I love that shit. I will do that shit all the time and love it. But, yeah, just preparing everything turns me off of it. Okay. How about no? Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, you! Hey, bruv! What are you doing here? Okay, so let's go back to this. Back we go. Yeah, it's so much fun. I mean, I would love like making the world. I just like I think for me the challenging part is sitting down and just doing it. Sitting down and like preparing all the stuff, making a map, blah 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 blah. But a lot of it's also improv, obviously, so it's not as bad. A lot of it's just being able to do it on the fly.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me.
I've got some stuff for you, Matt. Oh wow, I can't even level up. Holy crap. Okay, so let's go to the Tomb of Udin. And we've got the next segment. I'm trying to think what the fastest boss we would be able to get to would be. Probably Dark Beast Parl, but I think he will destroy me this early level. Could fight him later on when you're kind of more likely to. Can you just rush the Witches of Hemwick? I think you can, right? Because that's an easy one, as long as you don't majorly mess up. Open gate with the Udin tomb key. Favorite 5th edition class? Man, currently it's probably Sorcerer, honestly. My last character, Boreal the Wave, which my friend made a Lego of back there. In fact, let me show you guys real quick. It's so cool. Check this out. So my friend in our group made us all Legos of our characters from our last campaign. So this was a Triton sorcerer. And it is, I love this thing, man. So yeah, he used a trident. He also used a sorcery, a spell called Water Bullet, where basically like water rapidly goes around you and then shoots. So anyways, favorite 5th E class, probably Sorcerer. It's just so funny because I used to hate mages and playing as mages, but now, I don't know, man. Sorcerers is exactly my jam. It's like being born with, special powers and having so many... I don't like the overly complex nature of a wizard, and warlocks I could definitely play if I make the right character for it, but yeah, I used to be a rogue boy, man, through and through, but now I gotta say, I think Sorcerer is my favorite thing. Heard getting things about Bloodborne, never played From Software games, so which would you suggest I start with, Dark Souls or Bloodborne or Elden Ring? It's really up to you. You can't go wrong. They play very similarly. I would say if you're a purist and you want to start like from the beginning, I would say Dark Souls 1 Remastered. It's a little clunky though, so just keep that in mind. If you want to start with a more modern take, which I probably would recommend, honestly, and then go back if you really want to, I would say Bloodborne's a great starting point. Dark Souls 3 is a great starting point. Elden Ring is a great starting point. I would just look at those three, just see which one calls to you. Just know, Bloodborne is probably by far the hardest, so it could turn you off if you don't enjoy the challenge. Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring have much more like build variety, so it's easier to kind of like switch to something that will help you out versus Bloodborne where you kind of really do just need to get good. So I would say any three, like whatever calls to you the most is a good starting point. I would probably just say Elden Ring, honestly. Elden Ring's so massive, you'll get a feel for kind of like how it plays. It just might be hard to work your way backwards once you play it. The Bergenworth spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. Okay, and we got a chest over here. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to like start at the beginning, Dark Souls 1 totally works. It's just clunky and weird, but it's great. I mean, it's where everything started. It's just a little outdated at this point, but it's still awesome. You can also start at the very beginning with Demon Souls. They made a remake for PS5, but that one is highly simplistic compared to everything else, but still great. Love that game. Yeah, man, he did such a good job. I love how this came out with the wave and everything, because he was a storm sorcerer, so lots of wind and water magic. And I had the thing where like every bonus action you can float up 10 feet, and so that's kind of why he's up there on the waves. I love that character, man. He was a pirate, water person, sorcerer. So much fun. Probably my favorite character so far that I've played, because any D&D person will tell you, as you play more and more campaigns, you get better and better and better at making characters. Okay, we got this little creepy guy on the ground. Hi.
Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, I tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about 'em, tell 'em about this here Erden Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell 'em to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
Why not just put the incense everywhere, then, if it wards off the beasts? I feel like that would be a good idea.
I know I shouldn't be asking you, but if you happen upon someone while hunting, tell them about this here Erden Chapel, if they seem worth being told, that is. Oh, and I do sincerely hope they are.
Yeah, Elden Ring has the most, like, versatile tools, so it really would give you an idea. Bloodborne is a much more fast, aggressive, eldritch, you know, horror-themed. Still similar, but much more fast and aggressive. Dark Souls 3 is kind of a good example of, like, the height of Dark Souls, at least in terms of gameplay and mechanics. But Elden Ring will kind of just give you a feel for everything, and if you end up loving it, you can work your way back. If it were me, like, where I would want to start, I'm like a purist, so I'd probably want to start with, like, Dark Souls Remastered, but that might turn some people off because it's a little dated.
I know I shouldn't be asking you, but if you happen to, if they seem worth being. Oh, and I do sincerely. I know I,
Yeah, this guy's the goat of this game. This guy's actually genuinely really nice, even though he looks like a little weirdo. He's really, really nice. And I think even when you kill him, there's a thing where he, like, apologizes because he's so nice. He's like, oh, I'm sorry I'm so ugly. Thank you for killing... Or not thank you, but he's like, I understand you killing me. I get it. Which is really messed up. Okay, so now we should go tell that old lady that she can go here. Little hub world, basically, which is always the thing with Souls games. So go tell that mean old lady. A Bard fan. Oh my god, yeah, Bard is honestly the #1 class I need to play next. I don't think I had anything... Yeah, because we're going to do a one-shot this week, because we finished our campaign last time, so now we're going to do a one-shot this coming Saturday. I'm playing a Mafia Changeling, which basically means you can change your shape and everything. Shapeshifter. Mafia Changeling Assassin, who's a rogue arcane trickster, which basically just means a rogue that can use a little bit of magic. And then after that, I don't know what my next character was going to be. I'm wanting to do... Yeah, a Bard. I think Bard is the next evolution for me. So that'll probably be what I come up with, a really great Bard character. Yeah, I think Dark Souls is amazing. It's definitely got a clunk to the controls. I think it's something that you get used to, though. Like, it's not bad. It's just that you get used to it. Whereas the other games, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, they all flow really nicely. They all feel really nice to play. So it's not as big of an issue. That's the only thing. But if you want to start with Dark Souls Remastered, I think that's fine, too. I think that's a perfect starting point. You just got to know the controls are going to take some getting used to. That's really the only major thing. Let's go to that old woman. Yeah, no worries. Bloodborne's amazing. It's just very fast, very aggressive. It rewards aggression compared to the other games. Elden Ring's kind of similar. So I think it's probably the hardest one to start with. But if you're up for the challenge, then just go for it. Why not? It's just a video game after all. Yeah. It's just but a lowly video game. DS3 was the first one I ever beat. Interesting, because DS1's way shorter, I feel like. What? Come at me. Come on. Ow. 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 Oh, Vonosaur, yeah. I think that playthrough is uploaded onto the GV Stream archive. I think that playthrough's up there in its entirety. I think. Unless that's a different playthrough. I've done so much Dark Souls. Yeah, because for me, it's like I played this like Dark Souls 1 where I was like, well, I'll just have a shield the first time I played. I was like, I'll have a shield up the whole time, and you can't. It's such a rude awakening. You realize you have to not play defensively. Yep. Yeah, when Sekiro clicks, yep. All right.
Hello, lady.
Now, what is it now?
Hello, love.
Are much better ways to pass the time. Unless you found me a nice, safe place.
Well, that I have, lovely. I found it in chapel, all that.
Well, what do you know? An outsider worth a lick of salt. Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done with.
Why are you so rude? I literally just told you that you asked me and I told you. And now you're still mean.
Oh, enough with you. Trot along. Chop, chop.
Absolutely vile.
Oh, and...
Absolutely vile. So rude. What's the fastest way to get to, I guess we'll get... I need bullets more than anything, but we'll go get those 2 big guys for some blood vials, which will be important when learning bosses to guide. But I can't really parry. That's fine. Hello. Whoop. This is actually probably not worth it at all. Yeah, because I'm going to end up using blood vials anyways. Let's get the hell out of here. Walled on Capra. I think Capra really got me bad too. I always tell the story of getting trapped in that first iron bore room. I could just not get past it.
You needn't concern yourself with me. I'm afraid I'm of little help now.
No?
But before I did this...
Oh wow, you get that way earlier than I remember. The flame sprayer.
I made no use of it, but perhaps you... What afflicted me was incurable. But this town gave me hope. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate. Unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human. Don't you worry about me.
Okay, bye. Okay, where are we going now? We need bullets. Well, we'll get more bullets. Yeah, Uden Chapel. We put the grandma there, so now we can go talk to her. Oh. So sometimes the doll will talk like this. The bottom of the screen is actually grayed out because she's talking, but it just takes forever to go through this dialogue. What's wrong? What's up?
Welcome home, good hunter.
Yo, what up?
I must have drifted off.
That's all right.
What is it you desire?
Desire to level up, but I'm like freaking 500 blood echoes off or something.
Farewell, good hunter.
Bye.
May you...
Okay, so let's go back here. We need to go to Uden. Or the Cathedral Ward, which is confusing because it's the Tomb of Uden. Or the Chapel of Uden. The Tomb of Uden is outside. Voice actors you'd really like to do a project with? Oh, I mean... Yeah, I mean... I would love to work with somebody like Tom Kenny or obviously Matthew Mercer or any of the big names. I don't think I would be comfortable doing it. I'd do a thing where like, you know, they would maybe like mentor me in a session or something and like we could work on something and they just mentor me to get to the part where they're happy. As far as like working with them, I probably would just be way too intimidated to really be able to do it. But I don't know. If it was the right character, I could probably make it happen. Man, probably Tom Kenny. I love Tom Kenny, voice of SpongeBob. Billy West, too. Yeah, off the top of my head, I'd probably say Tom Kenny. Dream, like, collaboration. He just seems like such a cool guy, and he's so, like, he's amazingly talented as a voice actor. Yeah, what up?
Oh, no. I haven't forgotten. Do you think I owe you something? Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This whole mess that Yarnum's in is all your fault. You fidgety outsiders. Our blood's ruined, tainted by your ilk. Don't you come near me. I know your type.
I thought she was nice when you moved her here, because I never even realized my first playthrough this was the lady that you moved to here. I thought it was like a completely random lady that showed up.
You! Stay away from me! I know all your tricks. You!
Okay. God. Last time I helped somebody, Jesus. Alright, what's the best thing to do? I'm trying to think. I think it's BSB next. And for that, you gotta go this way. This is the part that I always get confused on. But if you go this way is just blocked off anyway, so we'll go check it out. There's a really weird thing that you can do, though. A very odd interaction. That we could go straight to another boss to guide, but it would probably be a living nightmare trying to beat it, just because we'd kind of be, like, way early towards it. And we got these cane men. Ow! Oh, God. No, not like this. Okay. So these guys are good to parry, but I'm very low on bullets. Just gotta watch out for this little crow behind me. Whoop! Oh my God, the range on this. Oh, Jesus. DS1 still contains some of the most frustrating sections, bosses even now. Poison rats, blow dart guys, bed of chaos, great hollow platforming. Oh God, the great hollow. The only part of Dark Souls 1, outside of how gross the Demon Ruins is and unfinished it looks, the only part that I truly have an issue with is the bed of chaos. And I never used to be like that. I didn't really care, but I've definitely been converted to hating it to death now. That's the only part that I truly feel is just downright terrible. Everything else, I still love it. That game really kind of changed my entire perception of video games as a whole, so I don't know. I'll always have a soft spot and kind of forgive it for its flaws. But that's just how I feel. You know, this guy screams at you. He goes, whoa! And you realize he goes right into it. All right, let's go, gentlemen. Now I've got range, though. Hi-ya! Oh, you couldn't hit me because you were on the steps. Doesn't that suck? Hi-ya! Oh, shit. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! And then there was one. Whoop! Hi-ya! Hi-ya! Hi! Whoop! Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I lost track of him. Man, I want to parry this guy so bad, but I have no bullets. Also, I thought I switched the short range. All right, hit me. Whoop! Whoop! Hi-ya! Hi-ya! Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think this place is a dead end for now. So we'll just go clear it out real quick. I want to get like one more boss done before we end the stream, but I just don't know if we're going to be able to. Wooden shield, which does nothing. Is there something over here that you can do, or is this just a dead end? I think it's just a dead end. Because this door is going to be locked. Closed by a device. But a boss is right up through there. However, we need to come in from a different side. I thought there was... so basically, there's like different phases in this game. At some phase, these dudes appear around the corner with sacks. If you intentionally get killed by them, which is like a Soulsborne trope, also happens in Silksong, they will take you to the jail, basically. So that is something you can do, but that's later than what I thought originally. Alright, so let's go this way. I'm just trying to see if we can maybe get the Witches of Hemwick done now. Yeah, what up? Bop, 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 bop. Whoop! What else you got? Whoop! Bop, 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 bop. Now here, there's actually something really cool, I think, on that item right there. So one cool thing about Bloodborne, if you didn't know, the more insight you have, the more secrets are revealed. So it's very eldritch, so it's like, you know, having cosmic knowledge of things that are hidden. So I forget what the insight number is, but if you get a certain amount of insight, you will see a gigantic freaking monster called an amygdala hidden up there, and basically it'll try to grab you here, but you don't know what's trying to grab you when you grab this stuff. Yeah, see that? So that's an amygdala trying to grab you, but you don't know what it is. Is that how you access the DLC? It is, right? You get grabbed by that right there. But you need the old hunters, whatever, before you can do that. So yeah, super cool. A lot of people don't realize that. Okay, let's grab this. And then let's go this way. Hello, sir. How are you doing today? Oh, God. That was terrible. How are you doing, Mr. Man? Do you mind if I just hit you in the back with my little thing? Yeah. Yeah. Why are the characters' voices so loud? Yeah, it's because I changed just the voices to be super loud, which I honestly should change. Bop, bop, bop. Let's go down to 5. Cindy's now home, so I probably won't be going too much longer. I think it's going to be too much of a stretch to get to another boss. I wanted to shoot for 3, but... Where does this go? Oh god, this does that whole thing, doesn't it? This probably is the next best place, right? So I guess we could go until we hit a lantern through this way. Yeah. Because I think your choices basically now are pay 10k, fight Vicar immediately, or go down this way and kind of open up the back way and fight a different type of boss. So I think that's what we'll do. I think it's this place. I always get confused during this part. Hi. Oh, God. Okay. Hold on. There's so many dogs here. Bam, bam, bam. Got it. You little punk. What a cheap shot that was. Ow. You away. Bam, 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 bam. Hiya! I think it's 60. Wait, what's 60? Yo, what up? Not David. You had a whole dream. Well, don't leave us hanging. What was the dream about? You can't just say you had a dream. Not explain the dream. No. See, what happened right there is my least favorite thing by far about Bloodborne. Basically, if you move the PlayStation controller, it's a PS4 or PS5 controller, in a certain way, while you're holding the X button, it'll do a motion control activated gesture. It is so silly to me. Infinitely silly to me that they would do that in a game that's like a moment-to-moment, high-action combat game where basically like any mistake will just kill you. Because you can't cancel it either. Isn't that fun? Get away from me. Hit me. Come on. Come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're so cool. Come on. Gotcha. All right, let's go, Mr. Gunman. About you oiled up? Oh, okay. It's reminding me of that old school fan art somebody did of me as a waffle man. I was literally like a waffle man with my face. And I was all lubed up with syrup. Maple syrup. It's not a joke. That really exists, and I think I still have the file on my computer of it. Okay, let's pull this. That opens that. I think this is a rune here. Madman's Knowledge. There's definitely a rune somewhere, isn't there? Okay, so we gotta go down into that tomb, but let's wrap around. Oh, that's right. We gotta meet the bro over here. Forgot about this. Want to see that? I might reveal it at some point. I think I still have the file. I should have all the fan arts from over the years. Yo, what up?
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred, protege of Master Ligurius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned?
Okay, sure.
Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
Fire paper is actually super helpful. Basically buffs your weapon with fire. And the prey emote.
Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
Okay.
There must be oodles for us to share. Go on. Just tell me what piques your interest.
Tell me about the Healing Church.
As you know, well, but I have heard, and that counts if you seek blood healing.
Tell me about Bergenworth.
Bergenworth is, and the tomb of the gods. Well, once this led to the founding of in this sense, but today, and furthermore, it's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive. But only they know the password that allows passage through.
Healing Church again.
As you know, well, but I have heard, and that counselors, if you seek blood healing. Bergenworth and the tomb of the god. Well, what this led to in this sense, but today, and furthermore, it's unclear, but only they know. I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
This guy is crazy, by the way. He's one of the most interesting NPCs in the game. Basically, he just tells you about Bergenworth, which was a school that I think discovered the special blood. Again, not the lore guy. And then there's also the Healing Church, which like used blood ministrations with the special blood. And you probably are getting hinted at already that, like, yeah, using the special blood, although miraculous, does cause horrendous things and beasts and mutations and things like that. So that's basically what's going on there. And he just tells you a lot about that sort of stuff. Let's go down here. Is this the rune? Where's the rune? Bop, bop, bop. Madman's Knowledge. I must just be thinking of a different room, I suppose. Okay, I think this is where the entrance is to what I'm thinking of, right? Like I said, I always get turned around during this part. He said oodles. Oodles is a great word. Oodles of noodles. You could even combine words like that. Isn't that fun? There's a gemstone, by the way, which can affect your weapons if you equip them in different combinations. Can basically... Oh, my God. Whoop! Can basically adjust certain properties. Okay, I gotta be careful here with this guy. He's a wily. Oh! Got him. That voice in one ear rustles my jimmies and perturbs my dillions. Now, rustles my jimmies, I was aware of. Perturbs my dillions. This is news to me. Okay. So then down this way. I think there's a hidden item here, isn't there? GV Bloodborne runs insanely smooth on PC now if you ever wanted to experience the masterpiece at 60 FPS. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that they made that. Shit, I honestly should have done that. But, oh well. I'm fine playing the OG. Yeah, I forgot they finally figured that out after all this time. They were trying to, like, do that for so long, have a 60 FPS Bloodborne. How do you get that item there? Because I could probably, like, run and jump. Looks like you can just get it from down here. Breath of the Wild gameplay? Are you, like, asking for me to play Breath of the Wild? There's a full 100% playthrough, no joke. And I think this GV Stream Archive. It's on either that channel or it's on, it's called Oasica Obscura right now, but I need to change that. But yeah, either on the second or third channel, I think there's a full 100% streamed Breath of the Wild playthrough that somehow didn't get hit with any copyright stuff, which is insane to me because that thing was like 30 streams long or something. Crazy long. Okay. So then... yeah, through that door is a whole nother section of the game, but I think we'll end here. Just because, knowing myself, I will want to push until we fight another boss, and it's honestly a lot of gameplay between us and any other boss currently. If we're playing efficiently. There's ways to get to bosses quicker, but if we're being smart. Yeah, now the question is, do we want to upgrade this weapon? I guess so. I want to save it. But if we upgrade it... I mean, it will help in the short term, and we'll probably get enough stuff anyways. So I guess we'll upgrade it. Hello.
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight.
Oh, will it?
If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice, as every hunter before you has. A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods, where hunters partake in communion.
Oh, interesting. I didn't realize it had to be a PS4 Pro. That's funny.
Most of the holy chalice and the were lost, but if one, yet it was burned, the perfect
place for a
one
hunter,
of the
wouldn't you say?
Okay, anything else, Garriman?
One of the a town of.
Okay, so let's go over here. We can use blood gem fortification. We can do that immediately. Interesting. Wait, what level does it have to be? All right, we're going to repair weapons first. Usually extremely cheap, just like in Dark Souls. Fortify weapon. I guess we'll go saw cleaver. I want to save it for the other weapon we're going to use, but that's fine. So, bam. Wait, how many of these do we have? Oh, we have 10. Okay, so we had more than I thought. Saw cleaver +1, and then +2. That's good. And then hunter's pistol, I don't think we want to upgrade. And then blood gem fortification. Now we can fortify the saw cleaver with blood gems, which we're going to put on the tempering blood gemstone 1, which increases the attack by 0.7%. So not much at all, basically. Yeah. And then this we can't use yet, right? Nope. And then we want to find the doll so we can level up.
Welcome home. What is it?
I want to level up.
Very well. Let me
level me up. We should get some HP, honestly. Yeah, we're pretty weak at the moment.
Farewell, good.
Bye! Alright, I wanted to shoot for 3 boss guides, but we got 2, so that's good. Yeah, we'll basically just be plugging away at this whenever I can. As I said, in like 1 to 3 months, I would estimate I will be able to know for sure like what a schedule would look like for streaming, because currently, I am definitely down to start streaming again after taking a massive step away for some time to reset. So yeah, if you want to know when I am live, the ways to do it would be to follow the Twitter. At the top of my Twitter is a pinned tweet. And if you like said pinned tweet, you will be alerted when I go live, if you like are on Twitter, basically. But I will put that in the chat if anybody wants to follow it. Boop. And then also, if you're a member or a patron, just check your like membership zones, whatever, on Patreon or on YouTube. I think there's a membership tab, and then you can join the Discord through that, and then you'll be alerted as well in the Discord every time I am live, if you guys would like to know. But eventually, I do want to work towards the schedule. Just got to wait a little bit to figure it out. Base model PS4 genuinely wasn't strong enough to run this game stable. No, I don't think so, because, yeah, when it came out, yeah, it's really choppy, 30 FPS. So that makes sense. Oh, Dillons. I thought it was Dillions. I like Dillions much more. Yeah, thanks for watching, Danka Wanka. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll end here. Next stream, if I had to estimate, will be... like I said, just check the mornings. Yeah, follow the stuff if you want to know. And then just whatever time that I have free, basically. Is what we'll be doing. But thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you next time. Bye! Thanks for the sub, if you're here as well. Bye-bye!